What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Craven Wild podcast episode. I somehow find myself doing an intro once again. It seems to be like this is going to be how these intros are going to go, where we're just going to do a brief kind of description on what the episode's about, maybe just kind of give you guys an update on where we're at, and we're going to get right into the meat and taters of the episode. I don't want to bore you guys to death. We're just going to get straight to the point and then straight to the episode. So this week, we have a good buddy from Working Class Bowhunter, Eric Hamann. Why he came on here, I have no idea. Why he agreed to it. I can't disclose the terms and agreements that we had to reach out for this. But no, I'm just kidding. He's a good dude. That's why he came on. I've known Eric for a long time, and he's a good buddy of mine. And I really appreciate him taking some time to come out. He's a busy man. He pumps out orders faster than Amazon, and he's a family guy. He's got the wife and the kid and stuff. So once again, thank you, Eric, for coming on. This is a great episode. We talk everything from giant Iowa bucks to killing giant animals in Africa and everything in between. This is a long episode, so hang in there. Grab yourself some. Well, you're going to need a couple of snacks for this one, and be careful on how many adult beverages if you choose to go that route to drink. So we're going to get you guys right into this episode. Enjoy. It's because you live in Iowa. That's what the problem is. It's you in Iowa.
No, it's better in Iowa. You know this.
No. The deer are better in Iowa.
Better in Iowa, Dan.
No. For the listeners that didn't get to listen to us fucking around for an hour trying to figure this out. I like those cups, by the way. If you're listening to this, go to workingclassbowhunter.com to the store and buy that cup. Do you have any left?
Oh, yeah. We got the mugs left. We got the pints, which are... Here, give me a second. I'm currently in the store right now, a.k.a. my basement. We got these little pint glasses, which are sick for, just mixers or whatever. And then we got an actual ice mixer, and we got a koozie coming too. So we got a lot of stuff coming from Grizzly.
Wait, what's the koozie from Grizzly?
The koozie, it's like a stainless koozie. You put your beer in, and it's got the rubber thing that goes over top of it.
I got you.
Keeps your beer cold for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I think we're too redneck for that.
Oh, it's actually... I thought I was too. Don't get me wrong, but they are fucking nice.
But let me ask you. Are you drinking your beer that slow that you need 3 hours to drink it?
That's what I was getting to.
No, but when it's really hot out...
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that does make sense.
Like the shoot, how was it at the shoot this year?
It actually wasn't terrible. It wasn't... I think that one year you came out was hotter than piss, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, it was terrible. It had to have been nice. That's when my fucking tent ended up in Kurt's neighbor's yard or field.
Yeah, this was like this year for the shoot, man. It was crazy because we had 200 registered shooters. We had people show up just to hang out, and then usually it's always hotter than piss. It rains, like something always happens. But this year it was just smooth.
Huh?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That it's definitely growing because I think the year that I went was the first year you guys did it at, is it Galesburg?
Yep.
And there was 130 or 100?
Yeah.
But that was also the first year too, and there was a ton of us that came from the East Coast, which I don't think anybody came this year, right?
Boo Shacks always show up.
They're not East Coast. They don't count.
I thought they were PA, aren't they?
Yeah, but they can piss to Iowa, so they're too close. They're not. It takes me 5 hours to get to her.
Yeah, right.
We love
it's bad
them,
enough Iowa's connected to Illinois. We don't need to be connected to freaking PA.
Did I say Iowa? I meant Ohio.
Yeah, you said Iowa.
You said Iowa.
Oh, Ohio. I got my O's confused.
Yeah.
We've seen a map.
We like to disregard everything between Pennsylvania and pretty much California.
Yeah, okay.
There's some there's some people who give a shit a little bit about Colorado, but we don't really care about that.
Okay, then you're never allowed to come out and hunt now here.
I didn't say I felt that way.
Yeah.
As a whole, our area feels that way.
Oh, okay.
That is true.
Yeah. They fail to exist that the middle of the country exists. It's hilarious.
Right? Like, most people don't even know where fucking Iowa is.
No, dude, at work, I'll be like, I'm moving to Iowa, like, fucking with everybody, kind of so half, because I would if I had the opportunity. And they're like, why would you move to Iowa? And I'm like, why would you not move to Iowa?
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
And to be completely honest with you, I only know all the states because I have to ship to every state.
That makes sense.
Come
And
on,
we have
guys.
state.
Don't
we
let
have
the
state
foreigner.
hats, you know?
Don't let the foreigner here say that he knows the states because he likes to learn the states. No, because you have to.
You probably know more states than I do. Let's say that.
Oh my god! Come on.
Dude, we just did
Hey,
our.
I didn't graduate.
Go ahead,
I didn't graduate high school, so it's good.
I barely did.
Well,
You didn't go to high school here, did you?
I got my GED here.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got to. I think it was total of. I think I counted them the other day. I forgot. It was something like 6 or 7 middle schools and high school.
Really?
Yeah, I got kicked out of 3.
Oh, so you're a
And-
problem.
Yeah, 100.
So I should have done background check on you before.
pretty much.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
background check, whiz quiz. You gotta do it all. You know these days.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I wouldn't have a team if I did that.
It was just you, but
I'm not
Right.
saying we're druggies, but I'm just saying I wouldn't have a team.
yeah, pretty much. So,
This hey, have you ever had probably not New Belgium triple? Belgian
Are you
style.
talking to me?
Yeah,
yep.
Eric.
No, I have not.
It's fucking delicious.
I don't know, man. I've been on that kick lately where beer is just like when it's hot out, I can't drink beer, so I'm always no. I've never had that.
It's good. It's really good.
But when it's hot out, I like the whiskeys and the vodkas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What kind of whiskey are you drinking nowadays?
I'm drinking right now. Shout out to our boy Jeremy Beck. I think we all know him here, but
Never heard of her.
a bottle of Four Roses.
I have them. I have that bottle. What batch is that?
Where the fuck did it say that?
Grab
at?
that. Grab the bottle. It's on the bottom right of the label.
It just says barrel number
Yeah. Yeah. What's it say?
33-6.
33-6. Can you grab that one on the top, the very left bottle next to the McKenna?
I think I can see it from here. It's like 40.
Is it 40? Oh, fuck, you might have got the good one.
48.35.
48.30. Ooh, so you got an older one.
You guys want to see something really cool?
Shit.
That we're talking about Four Roses? Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Our Four Roses is dangerous. That's what that is. That's a good bourbon though.
That for sub $50, that
Yeah.
is that single barrel. Yeah, the single barrel. That's good. The small batch is good too. That's not that one. That's the more like it looks like a heart shape. The bottle.
Yeah,
That one's
I
good.
got you. Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh man.
So that is a bottle. This is a bottle of Four Roses from 1969.
what?
What?
Yeah.
How did you get your hands on that?
So funny story was in high school I had this job working for the city. I'd mow the parks and set up ball diamonds, just a shit job. But my boss lived on he had his family farm that no one lived on, and his mom was a raging alcoholic. So we went there and helped him clean some shit up. He's like, "Hey, go up there in the hay mound. My mom used to hide booze up there." And we started kicking around, and we found like 15 bottles of liquor up there.
No shit.
Yeah, just stuffed underneath. There was still hay up there and shit, and we found a bunch of them.
Did you try it?
Oh yeah, yeah. This one's actually broken. I have a bottle at the studio. I'll just send you guys a picture, but it's I can't even remember the old Mr. Boston.
Never even heard of it.
I know they still make it, which is surprising, but it's got oranges of it in it, and that's from 1971.
Holy shit.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Good
And the
lord.
oranges look like they were just peeled and put in there yesterday. It's bizarre.
It's crazy to think like we're just shoving that all in our body constantly.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Them oranges are older than everyone here.
Yeah, Did you
Think
did
about
you
that.
did you drink some of those oranges?
No, that one's still a sealed bottle. And I said if I ever shot a
Holy
190 or bigger, I'm gonna take a sip out of it.
Ugh.
So the difference between living in Iowa and Pennsylvania is you might drink that bottle in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
Not
the
here.
potential.
Not here. Maybe if me and Antonio put together our 2 best bucks.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's insane.
Yeah,
though.
you guys could drink that bottle after shooting like a 140, right?
140, 125.
125.
Antonio,
funny.
while you were archery, we're talking about archery hunting or just killing that deer, Eric?
What's that?
Are we talking like archery deer, or are we talking like any deer, like with a rifle, muzzleloader,
Anything.
anything? Okay, so Antonio has the biggest. What was it? 155 and 6/8.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've been hunting my whole life. My dad hunted his whole life. Grandpa, like, very, very family into this. All my friends. I think I know of one more guy who we're actually going to have on the podcast next, Phil,
Yeah.
who shot like a 160.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like a one. Yeah. No, you might be right. 160. I remember.
So in the last 30 years that I've been alive, plus another 60, I know of 2 people who shot a deer.
About 150.
Yeah, above 150.
NPA.
NBA.
MPA.
I just got
So-
lucky on mine. Pure luck.
So is that like shooting like a 170 in Iowa, 180, 200? Like what's that compared to?
I would probably say 190,
Yeah.
180, 190, 200, something like that. I would say 150 is
You see them here. You see them here. But they're hard to get just because of the amount of private and non-hunters are the deer hang around.
They just disappear, man. I mean, you guys know it's just like any other place. They
Yeah.
just fucking disappear, and we don't know where they go, why they go there.
Yeah.
Underground buck railroads is a real thing.
Yeah. Complex. A lot
Yeah.
of HOAs, like very heavily housed communities.
Mhm.
They're usually over there too, and there's nothing you can do.
I remember you, Eric. You said this a while ago in another podcast, and it like absolutely boggled my mind. How many doe tags does your county give out?
200.
Holy shit!
So, our
That's 200. That's across archery and every gun season. So that's 200 antlerless tags for all the seasons.
So we have zones here. Ours is 3D for the people listening, and that's like 2.5 counties, I would say, total, roughly.
Yeah, more or less.
And our allotment was 41,000 this year.
Doe tags.
Doe tags.
Doe tags, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what's bizarre, dude, because they go on sale, I think, September 15th, I want to say. August 15th, you can buy one. But you got to be, like, now the DNR came out with an app, so you can do it online. But, dude, we used to go to Walmart at midnight on the 15th and go try and buy one. And, like, they're out. If you're not in that system right away,
Yeah.
you ain't getting one.
Okay, so PA just did like a new thing. So we used to have like these pink envelopes, and you would fill your shit out, mail it out, just like a lottery, like for elk, whatever. Well, now
Right.
this year they're like, oh, we're gonna go to paperless. We're gonna go online, or you can do it from like a Walmart or something like
Mhm.
that. And what happened was it opened up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and like people were out the door, like hours in line waiting to try and get the doe tag. And I did it online 3 minutes after it opened, and I was 34,000th in line
Yeah.
online. And there was, I mean,
That's
it
insane.
got insane. Like it got up into the hundreds of thousands.
See, that's why Iowa's way better, because we can just go to Walmart and just buy them.
Yeah, it's our doe tags are weird like that, which is funny because you guys only have 200 and you can just go buy them. But we have 41,000. It seems like it's impossible to get them sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that 41,000, does it run out?
Yeah.
First round it runs out, and there's usually 3 rounds.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the one zone that me and Antonio did a little curveball. We took a zone out more towards Rachel and them, and that one sold out in like
yeah.
what 10 days? I think they said 9
Mhm.
days.
Yeah, that one's pretty fast. Now ours, we might have a chance to catch another
To get
one,
another one,
on our zone. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
And that's what I don't get, because like here in Iowa, and I don't know how they do it. They just drive around and get like a survey, or how the hell they come up with these numbers. But it's been dropping in Scott County every year. And we have freaking does everywhere. Like I'll have my one field, I'll probably have 40, 50 does in there every night. But then all the counties around us, there's, I think Doug's the next county south of me, and they got like 2,000. The one to the west of us, they got 3,000. The one to the north of us, they have like 7,000. So I don't get how
Interesting.
That's
Scott
weird.
County, and I mean, we have one of the biggest cities in Iowa right here, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. all the yuppies and shit, but who knows? It just sucks.
Yeah, God only knows how those allotments and even the rules that they come up with, how they start. We talked a lot about they banned trail cams on public land in Delaware, and it just was like out of the blue, like just, oh, we're talking about it in this week's monthly meeting, and then like 3 days later it was banned.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Like,
right?
I don't get the reason. Like, I get it out west because it was getting fucking crazy out there, but like around here, like, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. Their reasoning was, the big one was privacy for people. They didn't want to be on camera, which is hilarious because you're literally on camera the minute you leave your house, especially out here.
Yeah, 100% on here.
Like you
Dude,
go
they
through
can find you with a camera in the fucking woods and
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah,
And if you're in a piece of public land, you're allowed to record whoever the hell you want.
yeah.
There's no
law on that.
Yeah.
And shit,
Technically, the taxpayers own it. I mean,
right,
Yeah.
right. You drive down the highway, they take pictures of your car and give you tickets for speeding. Well, you're not gonna
Yeah,
drive your car because
exactly.
you want your photo taken? Like, come on.
Yeah.
So,
Seems like a cheap
Exactly.
excuse.
it does. And
although
go ahead.
I don't get some of these laws that they pass. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, yeah. And my thing was like, okay, so people walking on the trails don't want their picture taken. We get a lot of city people from, New York City, Jersey City, all them fucking trash can places. Walking, doing their thing, enjoying the outdoors. I get it. It's whatever. They don't want their photo taken. Just say you can't run trail cameras on human trails or within 50 feet of
Yeah.
a human trail.
Right.
Like our trails are like
so
6 foot
people,
wide.
people are putting them on the hiking trails and shit.
Yeah, like so what people are doing, we're monitoring parking lots and shit like that to see how many hunters were coming in for pressure.
Mm.
That's what they were being used for. But people who don't know that think people are just spying on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck that
Right.
you're taking your kid for a walk. Like I'm not. I'm deleting that photo. Actually, I wasn't. I ain't part of that group that did that. But if I was, they don't care. They're literally seeing who's getting out in camo and how many people are hunting that particular
Mhm.
parking lot.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what all of our public ground here. There's no like hiking trails and stuff on it. It's meant for hunting, and that's it. Like
Mm,
all the hiking trails are in state parks or county parks, which some of them you can hunt. Like they have our one big park here, Scott County Park, is they let you hunt in there, but it's doe only, archery only.
That's awesome. I would love places to go archery only here. I know people would lose their minds.
They
but
would.
Yeah,
I would love it.
They can't handle Sunday hunting. I don't think
Yeah,
they will like
we
that.
can't get Sunday hunting passed. Too many people are against it.
see, that still blows my mind. Why that's a thing?
It's a day to rest. That's what they say. I'm not going to get into
No,
the
it's a day-
fucking religion thing here.
It's a
but
day. It's a day to hunt, you fuckers.
that's what I mean. Like, go to church at 8 p.m., or 8 a.m., get out at 9 a.m. and go hunting.
You can fish on
Right,
Sunday.
exactly.
You can't hunt.
You can buy beer. You can gamble.
You can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
except buy a car and go hunting.
That's the only restriction on Sundays is you can't hunt.
And oh yeah, that's it. Or buy a car. No car dealerships are open on Sunday.
Well, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that.
That's about it.
So you used to not be able to buy beer, but that changed 10 years ago maybe? 10 years ago?
Remember. I wasn't here.
Because
10 years
that's
ago.
more. You hear that more often than anything. Like, because
Mhm.
there's a couple counties in Illinois like that. There's a couple counties in Illinois that are dry too, like Southern Illinois.
Right.
But it's just that whole. I don't know. I don't get it.
It doesn't make it. I don't want to.
we had this conversation way too many times on this podcast.
We do. And,
I'm sure you guys talk about it all the time.
Oh, that's one of the topics. That's definitely one of the topics. And how uncomfortably annoying some of these rules are that makes your life a little bit.
You want to see the internet catch on, or specifically Facebook catch on fire? Go into the Pennsylvania Hunt group and just say anything about Sunday hunting, and there'll be 5,000 comments in there in a matter of no time. Just grown men
If I ever
come at
out
each other.
there, I'm just gonna. Can I post a picture of me in the stand on a Sunday and see what happens?
You should.
Just put $1,000 if you can find where I am.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't know. I'm from Iowa. I'm just an idiot.
I think that hurts us for non-resident guys.
What?
Maybe we
Oh,
make
for
money off
sure.
of you guys who don't know.
Whatever.
if they really wanted to come over there, they could just come Saturday if they're working all week. You know, it sucks.
Yeah, right. That's a lot of guys. Like my dad is an archery guy. He's a rifle guy, and he's pissed because he's like, dude, we have our rifle season's 2 weeks long, and he's like, I get 2 days off, and he's third in seniority, so he can't. The first two guys take off. One guy takes off the first week, one guy takes off the second week, and they're not allowed to double up because they shout out to Budweiser. My dad works for Budweiser, so like delivering beer, like you got one guy, you can't have. They have very, all the companies nowadays are getting down to like the minimal of employee possible.
Yes, correct.
So, he gets fucked out of that, and he's been there for 30 years.
Jesus.
So he'll
retire.
Yeah, he'll retire before he gets an opportunity to hunt that week of rifle season.
Yeah.
So he's like, he only gets 2 days.
They should not hold that over you guys. It's fucking insane.
It's nuts. And you go to Jersey, who's the most liberal place in the world, and you can hunt on Sundays.
Right.
Multiple bucks.
Yeah, you can shoot 3.
All I know is I can hunt every Sunday in Iowa, so I'm good.
Yeah. It's weird for us when we go to non-states because we feel like we're doing something we shouldn't be doing.
You think you're doing something illegal because you're hunting on a Sunday?
Yeah, like we'll go, so we hunt Delaware. I've hunted Kentucky, hunting Illinois out there with Kurt. Like, I make sure, I read the rules so fine. Like, are you sure we're allowed? And nobody says that, you can, because it's just assumed that you can hunt Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's nowhere in any books that it's like, oh yeah, you can hunt Sundays.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course you can hunt Sundays. Why would you not be able to hunt Sundays?
I don't know.
And most people don't even know that's a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing until I met you. And I'm like, because I remember texting you. I'm like, oh, you out hunting today? He's like, no, it's Sunday. I'm like,
what the fuck does that mean?
Well, who gives a fuck? Why aren't you out hunting?
I'm a church, man. I'm a church.
I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
I will be completely honest, and sometimes I appreciate the fact that I can't hunt on Sundays because it forces me time to do other shit to get shit done during hunting season.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'd never be an adult.
I'd rather not be an adult.
Yeah.
At the same time, hunting season ain't that long.
I'd be going.
Nut.
No, So here's the thing: we're very close to Jersey. Jersey opens up September. I think it's 9th this year. 10th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
maybe. I don't know.
Super early.
And it ends February 17th.
Holy shit! That's got to be one of the longest seasons in the States.
Yeah, it's got to be. And you're allowed unlimited doe in most areas. You're allowed unlimited does, $3 with a bow, and I think 2 or 3 more with a gun.
As an out-of-state resident.
As a non-resident, resident doesn't matter.
That's bizarre.
And there's still deer there. There's more than they can handle.
Yeah.
And I can't even get a fucking doe tag in my county.
Right?
How crazy is that?
It takes me 6 years to get a tag in your state.
Well, yeah, that's good. Keep all you fuckers out of here.
Do you like that? Do you guys, as Iowans, like the fact that it's not... I'm assuming you like the fact that the non-residents have a draw and it takes so long?
I mean, to be honest, it's never really affected me because I've lived here, I didn't even know it was really a thing till we started the podcast, because growing up, I just shotgun hunted, so it was 2 weekends a year. We'd go to Walmart, buy our tags, so I didn't know anything about the point system until I actually got in the podcast and started archery hunting, so it doesn't affect me at all. I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, is it nice that our public grounds are just saturated anyways, but would we want to add more to that? I don't think we would, but but we do have a shit ton of public ground here. We're pretty fortunate for the state that we live in.
Yeah, if you guys opened it up, oh my god, that first year would be
an absolute chaos.
It'd be a fucking disaster, dude.
It would be absolute chaos.
More people will get shot than deer.
I think so too.
Yeah. Because right where I'm sitting in my house, 5 miles in any direction, I can hit public ground.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, during the rut, though, there's 30, 40 cars there as it is now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I mean, I'm not a big public land guy because I was fortunate enough to know a bunch of farmers where we grow up, so I've always had public ground or private ground. So I've never had to do the public thing, which is fine by me, too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's weird here because, like, so I hunt both. I hunt private and public, obviously, but that's what I mean when I said both. Private is nice because you can do what you want. You can put in food plots. You can, run trail cameras out, worried about them being stolen. You're the only guy there, so on and so forth. But I've, like, this one particular piece of private that I hunted at 60 acres. I've been running cameras on it since 2012. And the biggest deer I've ever gotten on there, and, like, right now I run upwards of probably 15 to 20 cameras on this property. Biggest deer I ever got in the last, 11 years, was maybe a 130, 135.
Is that the property where we sighted the shotgun?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
So, and that's a good property.
It is. It's real nice.
But public, you drive an hour down the road and public, and Antonio's killed 155-inch deer on public.
Yeah.
So it's weird how that works out here.
It does.
Right.
But
your guys' public is like huge, right?
Oh, we got
like lots
tons.
of.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're talking like,
yeah,
25,000 acres, 50,000, 100,000 acres in some cases.
Yeah.
Of continuous.
Yeah, see, that's what we have a bunch of public ground, but it's a bunch of small pieces. You got a fucking 80 here, 120 here. Like, it ain't nothing. You might get one that's 300 acres, but that's, and then southern Iowa, they're a lot bigger. But around us, they're probably, I would say, averaging 100, 150 acres.
That's crazy.
I would say ours, the minimum average is like 2,000.
Yeah. They're big pieces.
Yeah.
Especially if you go out west of Pennsylvania, where the Allegheny Forest is. The Allegheny Forest is millions. Yeah. Yeah. It's insane.
A million acres.
The Allegheny Forest, if I'm not mistaken, it's up there, man. Hold on, we'll Google it while we talk.
Yeah, it's out there.
Check that.
One of our good buddies, Gunner, lives out there. There's more public than there is private.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're hunting Montana. Like it's kind of the same philosophy out there.
Yeah, it's a pretty insane.
I wouldn't even know how to pattern a buck in a million acres.
Yeah, no, we exaggerate. It's what 513,000 acres.
But that's
Still,
just one
that's
forest,
fucking
though.
weird.
That's just one piece of the northwest of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's just the Allegheny Forest.
That's
not
just the
public.
Allegheny Forest. You
So-
got the Susquehanna, you have
sprawl. Yeah,
Yeah, you got a bunch of them, man.
yeah. There's a whole.
There's an insane amount of public land, but there's what's it called? It's a level of hunting deer in those woods because it's big woods.
Big, yeah.
And
No ag whatsoever.
Nothing. You're just following acorns maybe.
It's literally the polar opposite of what you have.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard hunt. In the place where I killed my big deer, we seen humongous deer on that piece of land, but comes hunting season, they're impossible to find, and we're running between 3 people, 50 cameras,
at least.
and as soon as hunting comes, you're like, man, where are they? They were here 2 weeks ago.
Hard as soon as they go hard horn.
Yeah,
just like anywhere else.
I can't keep track of 10 cameras, let alone 50.
Yeah,
you should see the databases that we have.
When we started hunting that spot, we went a little insane with the cameras.
I had 30 up there myself.
Yeah, because the amount of quality deer we saw was insane.
Yeah.
But it took me to kill that deer, I think it was 4 years, because I found his shit, and then I was just like, the next year, we saw him.
And the year before that, I seen him. That's
and
why
then
we started hunting there.
and then you see him, and then the year after, I had him a shot with a bow, but he was behind a tree, so I couldn't kill him. And then we didn't see him again for another year, and then he came back again, and then we saw him again, and then I just got lucky on rifle season and saw him.
When we found that deer, we named him Trump because that's when Trump won the presidency. And when he killed him, Trump wasn't president.
Yeah, no more. Pretty much so. Pretty much so.
So yeah, that's.
And you guys rifle hunt them big woods like that too?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a break, man, from archery for a little bit.
Oh, dude, I'll be the first to admit I'm ecstatic when rifle season comes around because that means
good.
I can move, I can walk around, I can shoot something that I can see.
Yeah.
it's just crazy to me that you guys are shooting rifles in that dense wood or timber like that. You know.
If you
we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just...
I don't think if you. I think if you shoot something, you'll just hit a tree. I don't think there's too much. There's tree everywhere, man.
What? Do you guys have like an orange rule for your gun seasons?
Yeah, so you got to be covered. I think 60% orange.
So you want to hear something wild? I don't
Yeah.
know if it was last year or the year before. New York was the first year they made you wear orange.
That's hilarious.
So guys used to wear like
Yeah.
the buffalo plaid, like the red and black
Yeah.
checkered stuff.
That's insane. It's insane.
Like we even have it now. Like if you have a ground blind or like a box blind during gun season, you have to have a 12-foot or 12-inch square on 3 sides of that blind. That's orange.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Over here,
Yeah.
they tell you if you want to put a little orange around the tree around where your blind is, if you want to.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny when I first started hunting New York and I went up there. The people I was with was like I was putting on my orange. They're like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
I'm like, "I don't know, like getting ready." They're like, "Why are you putting on orange?" I'm like, "You guys don't need orange." They're like, "Fuck no, we don't need orange." I was like, "Wait,
Dude.
what?" I still wore it because I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm going on public land. Like, I'm not getting fucking shot today.
100%.
I'm not getting shot."
The first time I
What are
got,
you doing?
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're
No,
good.
I said
It's just funny to me that they're giving you shit because they're like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna scare all the deer, man. Come on, stop it.
Yep.
Right.
Oh no. I said the first time that I got scared hunting any rifle season was opening bear for rifle here. And we went to one of these mountains we usually go to, and I saw more orange on that woods. I was just like, I think I'm gonna go home because one of these men are gonna see the only bear
Yeah.
within 30, 40 people wearing orange, and they're just gonna shoot. And I was just like, nah, man, it's scary. It's very scary.
That's not. I mean, man, growing up, even wearing orange, because can you guys party hunt out there?
Yes.
So like you can piggyback off someone else's tag. That's
No,
in your party.
No. I thought you meant something else. Sorry. I thought
So
you
we
meant.
could party hunt Iowa. So like, if you have 12 guys in your group,
Yeah.
say you shot 11 deer, 12 guys can still go out and try and shoot that last tag.
Oh,
Like
my
I can, if I shoot it, I can use the other guy's tag.
Holy shit.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's fucking.
If you could do that in Pennsylvania, there'd be 0 deer here. 0.
That's what I mean. Like,
You start telling your wife and your kids, like, "Hey, get a license.
go get a
Let's
tag
go."
and get out here. Yeah, but that's what we did growing up. We'd have 12 guys, and you could have 1 deer tag left, and here we go. We're going out to make another drive, and everyone would go with you.
Holy fuck, dude.
One shot, guys. One shot.
One time I was part of a bear drive, and I got through this mountain laurel and rhododendron, thicker than shit, right? It's like bushes that are like tit high, but you can't see through them. Sometimes they're higher than that if they're mature. And if they're real mature and tall, like 6, 7, 8 foot, you can almost see underneath of them. Like you can see like deer legs. You can see bears like moving around and shit. And you're trying to like crawl through there and shoot at them. Whatever. It's fucking stupid. But one time I was in a smaller patch and I was crawling through it, and I literally got up and I looked up and I was looking. I made like eye contact with a dude in a ladder stand, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't shoot." Yeah, fucker, I'm glad you didn't. And I stopped being part of bear drives at that point in time.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate opening day rifle for anything, even deer. But it's too scary, man. Way too.
That's
scary.
how it is out here. Because we can't shoot rifles in Iowa. It's just shotgun only. But man, when that first season deer opens up, it's a fucking madhouse around here.
Yeah.
Do you see that stat floating around that it's like 90% of the deer make it through?
Yeah.
Isn't that like hard
Dude,
to believe?
We would see it like some of the mature bucks, like growing up. It was crazy because they would get just lay down, and you would walk right by them and not see them. Because the way we did it, you'd had sitters and pushers.
Mm-hmm.
The pushers were probably 30, 40 yards apart. Them bucks would know to lay out down in between you guys, and then once you got past them, you look back and there's a deer running the other way.
Bears do that here. They'd run out in front, turn around, wait to see all the like they'll listen to see where the sounds are, and it's almost like they would pick the gap where the like they could tell was the biggest gap between people, and they would just run right through it the other way.
Yeah, they're playing fucking Pac-Man.
Exactly.
That's a good
that's
analogy.
a
That's
very
awesome.
good analogy.
That's awesome.
I mean, when you think about it, they're like they see them ghosts come and they're going the other way.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And don't worry, Daryl ain't gonna hit you anyway. You're fine, bub.
Hey, I
No,
think
but earlier you brought up. I just want to go back a little bit, but you brought up you don't have to worry about getting your trail camera stolen on public ground in Iowa. You know?
Private.
Or private ground, yeah. I did have one stolen a couple years ago. I don't know if I ever showed you that video or not.
Okay.
Dan, but
Humans.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
I thought it was a human, but it turned out not to be.
Do you know
I'll
what
tell
we're
you,
talking about?
funny
Antonio?
this-
Yeah, tell him.
So it was after second season shotgun. I went out to check a trail camera because I just wanted to see what made it, if anything made it. Because on this piece that I have, no one's allowed to shotgun hunt it, so it kind of drives some deer to this property. I go out there, there's not much snow and shit, and I go out there, my trail camera is just gone. It's like it was one of those cameras that was on like a ball socket, so you could position the camera where you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then so the mount was still on the tree, but the camera and the ball was gone. It looked like someone just went up and freaking ripped it right out of the socket, and I'm like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why not just take the strap off and steal the fucking thing, you know? So I go to all the neighbors around there. I know them all very well. And I'm like, hey, was anyone back in there? Like, I don't really care, but no one should be back in there. And they're like, no one's been back in there. Like, we haven't seen anyone back in there that we know of. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Cut my loss. I'm like, whatever. There's a camera. Shit happens. So that spring, I'm out shed hunting. About 75 yards from where that camera was, I find it in the grass. And I'm like, no fucking way. And this thing looks like it got shot with a shotgun. I figured some shotgun hunter walked on there, seen it.
Yeah.
And it took their picture, so they just stole the camera. Which happens more often than you think out here. So I'm like, well, shit, I find it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to see if it'll turn on. And I flip the switch, and it turns on. And luckily I just turned it on video the last time I was checking it before shotgun, and is one that was Wi-Fi, so I could send video from the camera to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I pull up these videos, and I about shit myself when I seen this. So the first video is this coyote walking by. Second video is him sniffing the camera. And then I have 6 hours of video of him tearing it off the tree, carrying it that 75 yards, and then sitting there chewing on it for fucking 4 hours.
That's
Is that
that's
crazy?
so fucking bad. Oh
It's weird because like there's like 4 videos where it's in his mouth but it's pointing at the sky, and there's trees going by, and you can literally hear his paws like going through the grass, like the but it's just trees going by, and then he's just laying there till dark on the thing.
That's fucking.
Oh my god.
That's hysterical, man. That's good.
Right?
I wonder what he smelled that he was like, I need this. Like, you probably put that camera and you have some like McDonald's grease on your hand or something.
No, what's that?
Okay, so
shitty pizza
you're the same guy, because I told the guys that from the podcast, and they're like, "Would you eat fucking McDonald's before you went out there?"
God damn. I was going to give you some credit and say at least you had some Casey's, like breakfast pizza or something.
Well, I'm sure I did. That's probably what happened, but I don't know why. Like he was so intrigued with that camera, and I've never seen that before in my life. Like, you'll see coyotes run by it, but they never stop, and like he's like doing this the whole time, trying to see what it is. And he finally starts sniffing on it and starts chewing on it. It's freaking crazy.
Go ahead. I was gonna ask, like, how high was the camera that he got like access? Was it like just like knee high?
Yeah, it was probably like, I would say like belly button high.
All right, that's not bad. We got to put our cameras here way up.
Yeah.
We got too much shit that grabs them.
Yeah, bears are a major problem.
Yeah, that's a major
Do
one.
they steal them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'll chew on them.
They rip them off usually what happens is they rip them off the tree and they start destroying them, and they'll bite through a battery and they get like that acid taste in their mouth and they leave them alone. If you're lucky. If not, they'll take it somewhere and you never find it.
Well, the other guy that does the podcast with us, Eddie, he has fucking. Yeah, I think it was with you too.
The photos of the bear carrying
dude,
the shit.
It's the best photo I've ever seen.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
So we have we went on this when we were all young and dumb at one point in time, and we were like, oh, let's take a canoe 2 miles in, and then like legitimately 2 miles, not fucking internet 2 miles, like legit 2 miles.
That's when the canoe thing was cool.
Yeah. Well, this was before all that bullshit, and then it became cool, and we stopped doing it because we realized how stupid it was. So we took these things 2 miles up the beaver runs pretty much, and then we would dock them and then walk another too far, right? And what we realized is the further we got from the parking lot, the smaller and fewer the deer were.
Yeah.
So we ended up working our way back. But anyway, we checked cameras one day and we put this mineral block on like a tree stump that was probably knee high, and we're going like we get there and it's gone, and we're like, oh fucking Christ, somebody stole it, something was going on. We're going through the photos because we take a laptop out there with us. We're going through photos, and next you just see a bear on 2 feet grab this thing and walk off with it, holding it in its hands, walking 2 foot like a person.
Walking like a human.
Walking like a human. I'll send you the photo. I still have them somewhere.
Dude.
Like just holding them like he's holding like a basket of fucking mushrooms.
Wait. So he stole a camera and then walked by another camera?
No. Stole the mineral block off the ground, off the stump.
Oh, wow. That's fucking hilarious.
He's just walking with a big rock on his hand.
It was a trophy rock, I think, is what it was. Yeah.
It was just walking on 2 legs. I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing.
What an asshole. And we couldn't find it. He took it far. We never found it.
That's bizarre.
He was pumped that year.
We got to worry about squirrels and fucking ants out here, and that's it.
Yeah, squirrels are one for us too.
Well, your squirrels are built different.
Are they?
Oh, dude, their squirrels out there are like small raccoons.
Oh my god,
they're so big for no reason.
It's all that corn, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all that corn.
It's all that
everything
corn
out there. So the thing that I noticed hunting out there, and I never made it as far as Iowa, but Illinois, well, to hunt. Illinois, the dirt is black, and the squirrels are 8 pounds.
That's awesome.
Why, I don't know, but that's just how it's got. I think your deer are so big because of the soil out there. It's so rich.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, dude, black. Like, Trey Heiner that we go out bear hunting with. He came out deer hunting last year, and he was terrified because the squirrels were so big.
I'm telling you, I don't blame him. He's a real big mountain man too.
Yeah, when we go out to Wyoming, them squirrels, they're the size of a fucking chipmunk out there.
Oh, those little like pine squirrels and shit.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah. Like hummingbirds.
Now I gotta go to Iowa just so I can see a damn squirrel.
You guys have fox squirrels, right?
I don't know. They're just fucking squirrels.
I think they're fox squirrels.
That's probably why they're so big too.
They're huge. Huge.
That's amazing, dude.
They're not even that big, I don't think. But
no, they're big. They're fuck off. They're big. They're big. Our squirrels are like the size. If you skin them out, they're like the size of a beer bottle.
Yeah. Like a normal size.
Ours are probably shit. I don't even
5-quart oil jug. That's what they are.
They're not that big. They ain't a goddamn bobcat.
In Florida, I used to live in Florida. In Florida, they're like crackhead skinny, bro.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Is that where they
all the fucking mess down there?
Yeah, probably.
What the fuck did I see? I seen a picture of a bird or a video of a bird eating a squirrel.
Mate,
it had to have been Florida. That fucking shit only happens in Florida.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're called fucking eagles, you dummy.
No. This wasn't a big bird. It was like a rodent, not a rodent, right? It was something small.
A fucking flamingo or something.
Can you imagine in one leg just eating a squirrel? I think the flamingos are bigger than the deer in the Keys in Florida.
You ever been to Florida?
Yeah. Yep.
What'd you think about it? Where'd you go And then what'd you think about it?
Don't
Well,
say
I went
Disney.
to Disney when I was
Ah.
fucking 10.
Yeah.
Don't say Disney.
Fun fact though, my mom actually owns 10 acres in Florida.
Oh, that's nice.
Can we go shoot Osceola? Is it Osceolas?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Can we go shoot iguanas?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know where the fucking property is, to be honest. It's near Disney. I think it's in Kissimmee.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Sell it.
It's a town.
No.
It's probably worth $6.
I don't think if it's near Orlando, I don't think so, buddy.
We-
Oh, man.
One podcast.
I know what I'm gonna do when I inherit it. I can tell you that.
One podcast we were talking about if it was legal to light them on, like, shoot them with a flamethrower, iguanas. Remember, were you part of that?
I'm pretty sure it's legal. I'm 100% sure. I think you
Is
can
that
kill
like
them.
a,
However.
is there a fucking iguana season down there?
There is. There used to be. I think there used to be, but now it's an open season all year round. You
Like
can just.
coyotes.
They're a pest, so you can kill them whenever you want.
Do you eat those fucking things?
Some people do.
Apparently
I,
they're good.
I haven't. They're humongous. They're like like 6-7 foot. It's like prehistoric
No, bro.
lizard.
That's a fucking alligator.
I don't think so, but those things are humongous, man. I think I'm gonna say 5 feet, 5-6 feet, bro.
You got to remember, he's from about as middle of America as you could possibly get.
Yeah. We don't have weird shit like that up here. Like if I would see a 5'6" fucking lizard walking through Iowa, dude.
Didn't you guys have like your first bear like come through in like 30 years last year, or like a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was like 3 miles from my house.
That's awesome.
Front page news. Bear coming through town.
Dude, it was just I don't even know where it came from, but it just going south for some reason. But
That's funny.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, bro. Go look it up. You just Google it. Just big iguanas in Miami or Florida, and look at the size of those things, bro.
yeah, and they got fucking all kinds of weird snakes and shit down there.
Oh,
They can
yeah.
keep them.
Snakes, the skeeters are the size of fucking hummingbirds.
Yeah. Horseflies are the worst.
Yeah, you guys are scared of fucking Iowa squirrels.
I'm not scared of Iowa squirrel. I just want to see
Yeah,
one.
they're just big.
I just want. That's your mountain men friend that that's scary.
Trey's more of a man than all three of us combined.
No, don't be afraid.
Yeah,
of
you're not wrong.
Yeah, no. No. Florida's weird. It's just weird. That's all it is. But yeah, you can shoot them anytime now, and you got people now on YouTube making videos of shooting them, making thousands and thousands of views, just going to golf course with air rifles,
Fucking nuts.
and they're training dogs too
Yeah.
to catch them. It's amazing. It's a wonderful thing to see.
So they got to be a nuisance down there. Then,
Oh
huh?
yeah. They're completely now a nuisance. And open season all year round.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, wonderful Florida.
How,
Yeah.
You guys have a coyote problem out there in Iowa, right?
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Is it year
I mean,
round?
fuck it. They're stealing trail cameras. What the hell are you
That's
talking
a
about?
very good point. They're evolving. They're evolving. At least they haven't figured out how to get
Yeah.
their SD card out.
It's coyotes up here are 365 24/7.
Yeah.
Is it like by any means necessary kind of rules?
Yeah, you can take a fucking that's what I don't get either, because like I'm glad we don't have a rifle season, but you can literally shoot a coyote with a fucking grenade launcher if you wanted to up here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Can you hunt with
I mean, I
ARs
don't-
out there?
I don't know if that's true or not, but like coyote, you can shoot them with any rifle you want.
So you can coyote hunt with a rifle, but you can't deer hunt with a rifle?
Correct.
Do you know why that is? Seems weird.
I don't know, and because it was just shotgun and muzzleloader only, and a couple years ago, it's probably been 5 years now. So I can't say we can't hunt with a rifle, but we can now. But it's got to be a straight wall cartridge,
Yeah, that's not
like
right.
a 350 or 450.
Yeah.
So it's not even really a rifle in my opinion, but I don't know shit about guns either.
No, you could probably hold a tighter group at 90 yards with your bow than some
Right.
some of them.
Yeah.
Some
Interesting.
of them shoot good, but some of them are not. Not accurate.
But you can have a smokeless muzzleloader that's good to 1,000 yards.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
I don't get it either. I mean, I'm glad we don't have a rifle season because that would just throw another fucking stick in the spokes.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you'd be. in
I
the same
th-
boat as us.
Ohio has the same rule. Is it because it's just flat?
I
And
thought
there's
you
like
could use rifles in Ohio. No?
it's just shotgun if I'm
Oh,
not
shit.
mistaken. Is it because it's just flat and you have a lot of open fields? What's the reason of no using?
yeah, I mean that's the reasoning. But still, you can have a smokeless muzzleloader that'll shoot 1,000 yards, and that's totally legal.
Yeah.
Is it because like if we use like a Creedmoor
Uh-huh.
and that it's going so like the muzzle loader is probably 50 cal, I would assume is what most guys are shooting, or 45.
Yep.
If you shoot that on a straight line, like it's accurate to 1,000 yards, but it's gonna drop, past 200 yards, 300 yards. You're gonna
Yeah.
drop
Right.
significantly. Where a Creedmoor's dropping 7 inches.
Yeah.
Yours is
I
dropping
get what
7
you're saying.
foot.
Yeah.
So eventually, it's just gonna hit the dirt anyway, unless you're an asshole and shooting. I was gonna say ridge to ridge, but you guys don't have that. Do you just shoot from like top of the house to top of the house? Is that how that works?
Pretty much, yeah. Cell tower to cell tower.
There you go. That's fantastic. I never understood how you guys can be so flat but not have cell phone service anywhere.
Not enough cell
You
towers.
tell me you're the cell phone guy.
No. I work in the building. I don't do the tower bullshit. That's somebody else.
You want to hear how fucking stupid it is?
Yeah.
So that same property where my trail camera got stolen, there's a fucking cell tower. I can see it. It's probably half a mile away. No cell service on that property.
Fantastic. Oh, fantastic.
Tell me how that works.
I got a question for you. Can
I got an
you?
answer.
Let me articulate this properly. Can you camp on like state land out there in Iowa, like just like with your truck, like truck camping, or do you gotta like pull permits and get permission and all that other extra bullshit?
Like on public ground, you're talking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can because I mean, I've never seen anyone camping there, so I don't think you can. But at the same time, I have no idea.
Okay.
To be honest with you,
It'll be hard if all the properties are like 80,
Small. Yeah.
80 acres and.
Well, I'm trying to figure out because I should draw. I know I've been Eric. I've been telling you this for what 3-4 years now. I'm drawing Iowa next year. I'm drawing, and I just never apply. Well,
Yeah.
I apply, but I just get a point. I think I have 6 points now. So
you need to use them before you burn them all for one tag.
yeah, I'm at the point. Yeah, I have to use my points now because
You have to,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I'll have. Technically, I guess it's 6 plus your whatever you're applying with, but I'm trying to figure out.
I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but because I'm not very familiar with the Iowa point system like I should be, but because if you do a draw, it takes all your points away, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't
like,
think
I mean,
it takes like the minimum amount that you would need to
Mm.
draw that. I don't think it does. I don't think it does that.
They just want you
So
to
it doesn't make
restart.
yeah.
dude,
So it doesn't make sense to have 15 points and waste, fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
6
Well,
points for 15.
I'm busy dicking around trying to shoot a fucking 6-pointer around here. I don't understand. God damn, I had something intelligent to say and I forgot.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying
This
to.
happens at least once a podcast. It's a mental disorder.
Couple times.
Plus, I'm.
You're just so flustered because you should be coming to Iowa and quit fucking with PA and shit and just come out and hunt.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's $60 a point. So for 6 years, that's $360. Plus, what's the tag now? Like fucking $7,000 to hunt there.
I don't know. It's $36 for me.
Yeah, it's not even $36 for us to hunt PA.
I don't know. I don't know what an out-of-state tag is.
I think it's like 6 something.
Is it really?
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure either is mid 60s or high 5s
So same as Illinois.
for non-residents.
Moving back, like 30 minutes in the conversation, Pennsylvania has 2.1 million acres of public land, huntable public land.
Total. I wonder. I don't even know what that is. What Iowa has.
How many total
that's
acres
it.
do you have?
Total acres.
What do you mean in the state?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole state? Is that what you're asking? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
What was I gonna look up? Iowa tag.
Yeah, Iowa tag. That's a good. What's it called? It's hard to plan a trip to Iowa if you're trying to do like a public land hunt there, because you're spending $700-800 just in tags, and you're telling me that it gets packed there all the time. I'll be so pissed off, man.
So, according to
And that's just around us, though. Like, because like you go southern Iowa, dude, there's some public ground that I guarantee there's 2 people on it.
Yeah,
And that's about it.
Oh,
Really?
that's good.
So according to Google, Iowa was at DNR.gov, so it's a pretty reputable source. $131 for non-resident tag, plus a habitat fee of $15, plus your combination tag, which is $498. So I'm not good at math, but that's $500. That's $600.
Yeah, close to 600.
Yeah.
So you get the combo tag, though. Like, what's that include? Like a buck and a doe tag?
To hunt deer, you will also need your tag sold as an any sex tag and antlerless tag combination.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
So you could draw my county and you could get a doe tag and I couldn't.
Hey, you paid $35 for your tag. Leave us alone.
Yeah, move to Illinois. And then,
Come to PA.
yeah, how do you feel about this non-resident thing I've been hearing about in Iowa, where you can buy like 1 acre and get a statewide tag?
It's not 1 acre, but
Okay, well, how many acres? Is
I
it?
think it to be. I don't know what it is. There is a minimum that you have to own.
Okay.
I think to be honest with you, I think they should pass it, because I think if you own ground here, you're paying state taxes here. Why shouldn't you be able to draw a tag on it?
I agree with you, but I think so. Pennsylvania kind of does something similar. I think it's like over 100 acres here, but if they call it a landowner tag. You have to use that tag on the land that you own.
Yeah, correct. Yes, that's how. I don't think you should get a statewide tag, but you
Okay.
should be able to hunt. You should be able to hunt your own ground.
Yeah, like if Chandler has a farm in Iowa, he should be able to hunt it because he, like you said, he pays taxes every year on the damn thing.
Right. He should be able to hunt that. He should be able to draw an any-sex tag on that ground, just that ground only, every year.
Yeah, I agree
100%.
with that. From what I took from the conversation I had, it was you could get, an acre
And
then hunt a statewide tag.
No, see, and then they're trying to pass it too. Like, part of that is you have to own the ground for like 7 years.
Interesting.
So they're not getting those people in here they come in, buy 1 acre, and then get.
Yeah, you don't have
But it
assholes
would
like
be
me.
specific. Exactly, but 1 acre here is fucking stupid. I mean, farm ground around here is $17.5 an acre.
Jesus Christ.
What is it here an acre?
Not that.
Oh yeah, no, not that. What about like Northwest Iowa?
Northwest, it probably gets a little bit cheaper up there, but it's pretty well across the board
It's
for
still-
farm ground. That's tillable. It's all moneymaker, but
Right.
timber ground still. I think right now it's around $6,500, $7,000 an acre.
That's fucking crazy.
All I know is like small houses in Jersey are going for $500,000 now. It's ridiculous. The price of everything has been ridiculous.
Oh, everything is. Oh, I looked it up too. So Iowa has 410,000 acres of public ground.
So that's literally the Allegheny Forest.
Yeah. you have you have less the Allegheny Forest. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yep. Spread out through the whole state.
It's incredible, man. That's what I love the most about bopping around and hunting all these different states is like just how different everything is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I enjoy it. But also, I could close my eyes, throw a dart at America, and probably be in better deer hunting than where I live.
I don't know about that, man.
Prove me wrong.
Throw one in Miami. Let me know.
Oh,
if
yeah,
let me know if you find a deer there.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, the rut in Miami's now.
Oh, that's
Like,
goddamn. That's true though.
July is
Isn't
like.
isn't it something crazy down there too? You can like kill 1 deer a day or something.
No. I don't think so.
They do have crazy shit down there.
They do. They do have a herd of deer, and the rut is going on right now in July, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that nuts?
That's crazy. That's insane.
Can you imagine stand
Yeah,
in a tree stand,
insane,
170 degrees?
And it's funny because I think they have 5 different ruts in Florida. I believe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And as you move, starting from the southernmost point, you move further north, and somewheres they have, I believe it's Wisconsin bloodline. So the deer get if they get aged, they get pretty good size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I know what I don't know when this happened, but because down south the deer population pretty much went away, and they took a bunch of Wisconsin deer and took them down there to pretty much reintroduce them down to the south.
That's crazy.
Is that
It's
all the
crazy
way
it
down
worked.
south? Like all the way down to Florida?
I don't know.
Oh, I was kidding.
I think it was like Georgia area, Georgia, Alabama, all that shit down there.
That whole
Don't quote me on that, but I know that was a thing back in the day when deer population down there was pretty much gone.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's almost like our elk population here.
Yeah.
How that was gone, and brought it back, and now Pennsylvania has some of the biggest elk in the country.
Yeah. But it's good because you can't kill them. God damn, it's so hard to get attacked for them.
Even as a resident?
Oh yeah, there's residents here with 20 years and they still can't get attacked.
I'm at 9 years and I haven't gotten one.
That's crazy. Would you is it pretty good odds if you would draw though?
No.
No.
It's a
kill
pure
one?
lottery.
Yeah, it's pure lottery. Yeah.
No, I mean pretty if you would draw one, is it good odds to kill one?
Oh yeah. And big one too. And we're talking trophy big.
Yeah, we're talking record book big.
Yeah. They're humongous. I used to photograph them, and then I told him that I can take you to see them right now, and he's like, okay, let's go. And I took him. It's like what, 390s, 400?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, you can find them. And they're not as hard to find, but the problem is the tag. I think they give only something like 110 tags a year, and it's it's like what, 2 million people applying, and
Right.
and out of 100 and something, what, like 13 are bulls,
Yeah.
something
It's
like
very,
that.
very
So
minimal.
are the elk just in a certain part of the state, or are they all over PA?
No, in
Small,
central,
well, I shouldn't
yeah.
say small, but yeah, like central PA.
around central PA, you see them. a
So
lot.
the typical elk archery Pennsylvania record is 381 with a bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's typical.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see what's underneath firearm?
No.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
So,
Well, let me see. We're looking here for the look.
so typical elk firearm 407, and then
Jesus.
the category under that is typical elk pickup. Is that hit with a truck
Maybe.
or just picked up in general?
just a dead elk on the road.
That was only 391.
Yeah. Only
That's
three.
not a category. You're making that up.
No, it's literally
No.
here on the screen.
It literally says
It says typical elk archery, typical elk firearm, typical elk pickup.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Dude,
Non-typical. Go ahead, buddy.
You gotta break the internet and post that and say that someone hit that with their truck.
It has the name of the guy too. His
Dude,
name is Mitchell. Is it Mitchell? No,
Mitchell lost his 1984 Chevy Silverado to fucking 3.
Dude, you would break Facebook if you posted that.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
All right. No.
Does it give a year? Does it give a year with
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, there's another category. We're in non-typical, so we'll go to the non-typical pickup. Right now, we're in non-typical elk archery 445.
Holy fuck.
It's they get it doesn't pick on non-typical too.
Non-typical elk firearm 455.
Yeah. And the pickup?
And the pickup. Hold on.
Non-typical pickup.
It's 440, unknown.
Todd
So that means game
Plank.
commission.
Dude, this is what you need to do. You need to post that and just find some random video of a pickup taking out.
Dave Mitchell, Center County, 2019, 391 and 6/8, typical elk pickup.
Yeah, just find a fucking 87 Silverado blasting an elk, dude.
You're good with Photoshop, Antonio. That's really-
We're gonna make something happen.
We're gonna make Davey Boy famous.
You can't tell me on YouTube there's not a video of a guy hitting a truck with a pickup or hitting an elk with a pickup.
Oh, there's gotta be. There's gotta be.
We're gonna make something out of this. Oh, wonderful.
While we're in this bullshit here, what do you?
What's the buck records going?
That's what I was just looking up. What do you say as an Iowa resident that's 15 hours approximately from Pennsylvania? What would you guesstimate the typical whitetail deer archery record to be?
I think it's one of those anomalies where it's like fucking
217.
204.
So the typical, what'd you say, 204?
Yeah.
So the typical whitetail deer archery record is 184.
That's a giant, dude.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
What year was that shot?
2017, actually.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Get that guy on.
Yeah.
Maybe
We could try. Is that the?
You know him?
No, is that the crossbow buck? That. Oh no, I think it's this one. I think it's the 2020.
Maybe. I don't know. See, they're in the 170s here. For records.
For the records, yeah. Let's see what
170.
non-typical archery. Whew, wow.
228.
228 non-typical archery deer.
That's a beast. Oh my god. Can you imagine?
They exist.
They do.
I couldn't even imagine that. You know, we got 180s around every tree over here, so they say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's man, it's just weird like how it makes no sense to me that you have so many of the quality deer you have, but you don't have a lot of deer. Comparatively.
I think we have a shit ton of deer compared to everywhere else. We don't have that many, but I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. I think just the like you said, the dirt, the agriculture around here, and everything else just adds up to make these fucking deer giant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want to go out there and kill one. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Your deer.
I keep inviting you over here.
Your deer body wise that was one of the biggest things when I seen the deer that Kurt killed, baby drop, and then I forget what the other deer was that he killed when we were there, but they're just so much bigger, the bodies.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, we got big deer here too, but different.
It's different.
He shot a doe.
Yeah, they're eating on corn and soybeans all year long.
That's true.
They're not climbing mountains either. It's just flat as hell, man. Over there. So they're eating all that corn and then not going uphill.
Yeah, it looks like old Bertha going to fucking Burger King every
every day. Damn right.
Damn
right.
Makes sense. I mean, how when you're hunting out there, do you prefer? I'm assuming you hunt somewhere that has ag, right? Do you prefer that ag to be corn or beans, and why?
For me, it just depends. Like, one of my properties is awesome when ours is in corn and the neighbors is in beans. It's really awesome when they're both in corn, but when they're both in beans, it fucking sucks.
Why do you think that is?
It's a small piece, and it's kind of like it's a real tiny piece, actually. It's only a 1 acre patch of timber, but it's just kind of an island out in the middle of a field.
Huh.
But there's power lines running to it, so they run the power lines to this. But when it's beans, they don't have as much cover. So you know what I'm saying? So when it's corn, they can run that thing all year long until the corn comes out and not have a problem with anything.
What time do they pick corn around you guys, roughly?
Usually, I mean, depends on the season, but starting October-ish,
Damn.
end of October.
Where you killed Trump,
Mm-hmm.
the corn was still standing
Yeah.
in what, middle of January?
Probably. I don't know.
At least?
Well.
Not the year that you killed him, but last year that's how it was.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Sometimes they wait until January or February. Sometimes I don't even remember. The Eagles late here.
It's so weird how
I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? Well, they used to do that back in the day because the corn was too wet, so they let it dry.
mm-hmm.
They naturally let it dry. I mean, no one does that around here just because there's so many acres, but because we have dryers out here, but they might still do that out there where they just leave it in until it dries. I mean, it kills your yields and shit, but who knows?
That's true. I
Maybe
never
there's
thought
a
of
way-
that.
Yeah. I don't know the reason for.
I
know that they have to have some sort of moisture level before they take it down, for whatever is it that
Yep.
they're using it. But I don't know if they planted all at the same time, or they planted and they wait a month for them to be like, oh, we'll get this one in January or December. If that has something to do with it, I have no idea.
It's probably a moisture thing, I imagine. They're just letting it naturally dry.
So you were talking about when you do that, you lose a ton of yield, obviously.
Yep.
I know one of the biggest things that the farmers around that particular area bitch about is the bears, right? Because they just flop their ass in the middle, literally sit on their ass and just grab corn,
Yeah.
right? You'll be walking through the cornfield and it's just a matted down circle the size of, I mean, it'll be 50 by 50 foot, easy. I just looked up.
I mean, that's how it is here with deer, man. Because they, like
Oh,
your
really?
end rows, which are like your outside rows, they ain't worth a fuck. From the field edge to about 6 rows in, they'll go in there. Between that and raccoons, man, they destroy that shit.
Okay. Interesting. How do you hunt when it's corn?
What do you mean?
Like when you're, we'll say, I don't know. What time is your season open? October 1st?
October 1st, yeah.
So the first, we'll just say it's the first 2 weeks of the season. If you're hunting and your piece is corn, like they planted in corn, how are you going to attack that to set up?
So it's way easier. It's way easier for me because that particular property is hard to hunt. Once the crops come out, you can't hunt it because it's like I said, it's an island. Our field is only 80 acres, but there's fucking 120 to the north. There's 120 all around. So literally every direction is just wide open, so they can see it come from a mile away. So corn is real easy. I'll just walk right down the waterway right to my stand.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, but I can hunt it when it's beans, as long as the neighbors is corn, because I can walk down the neighbors in the corn and then jump in my stand.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
If you go ahead, buddy.
But if if ours is beans and theirs is beans, it's literally impossible. I mean, it's pretty much you're on your hands and knees if you want to get back there just to stay hidden.
Yeah, that makes sense. They just due to lack of cover, they're somewhere else.
Right.
If say your timber piece was, I don't know, 60 acres, would you prefer that ag to be beans or corn at that time?
So then at that standing, like early season corn, late season beans, because the beans, they don't really hit those until it's real cold out because they're so high in protein.
Mm-hmm.
So they need that energy to get, because it's so fucking cold out, they burn it so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got standing beans, like Chandler's Buck's a great example of that because he had 2 acres standing beans right in front of him. It was negative 33 out with 30-mile-an-hour winds. And them deer were still on their feet out in that fucking bean field out in the middle of nowhere.
Shit.
He killed that when we were ice fishing.
No shit.
And remember that shit, that polar vortex where
Yeah,
the fuck came
yeah.
across? Yeah, he was out hunting and killed a deer. Could you imagine?
Oh my god, minus
imagine?
33.
I was out that night also, dude. It was because going in was fine because I had the wind on my back, but walking out after dark, my fucking contacts were freezing.
Jesus,
That's
Like just
insane.
walking, and I probably had like I don't know, 100-yard walk. I thought I was gonna have to fucking. I didn't think I was gonna make it, to be honest with you.
That's incredible. See, like around here, man, it's so tough, especially if you're a guy is limited to public land. You got to walk a mile,
lot. Yeah.
probably uphill, most
Probably
likely
uphill.
both
Hey,
ways.
Hey, can we take a time out and piss?
Yeah. Time out.
All right, give me 1 second.
Go ahead, buddy.
Time out.
Yeah, like, dude, that's such a crazy thing.
No, 100. You can probably hunt right next to the car, but you ain't gonna see shit,
No,
especially around here.
especially that cold.
That cold, yeah.
You got to get on food. And what are they eating then?
You gotta
Eat an egg.
find something that's like, I don't even, you gotta wait for one of those weird things that happened with Trump, where there were still corn sanding in February.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. But like, so like the polar vortex when it's negative 30 degrees outside.
With
Like,
the-
they're trying to eat an acorn.
You don't think they'll
Like your
eat?
big woods. I'm talking big woods.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Well, acorn's gonna be like eating a fucking marble. I guess I mean, they're animals. I guess they can deal with it.
No, where the fuck are they gonna find it? It's snowy everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
Does it get like that negative 30s and shit out there?
No.
Only like wind chill and like those crazy polar vortexes, but other than that, no.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I mean,
Yeah, I
it'll
think
still
our
be.
yeah, I think our just from the time I've known you, like Snapchat and shit like that, like fuck around. I'm pretty sure our winters are pretty close to the same. Yours, I think, are a little
Right.
worse than ours because you have the
Yeah.
wind chill more than we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, even though like our winters the last couple years haven't been that bad, because I think, Dan, talking to you, I'm a big ice fisherman too. I think we could only get on the ice probably a week last year.
Huh.
Wow.
That's more or less us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
what-
because it kept freezing,
Yeah.
and then it'd warm up to 60, and then it'd
It
thaw.
was such a weird winter,
freeze.
man.
It was the weirdest winter
But
ever.
for here, it was weird. But fucking out west, they got killed with all that.
All the snow.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
insane.
So we have a pretty interactive weather thing that we deal with, and was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? They were still snowboarding on the mountain
No.
out west.
Shit.
Because I
Isn't that
remember us
weird?
going like, are they gonna be snowboarding in July? And I'm sure they were with the amount of snow they had. I think they still said they had like 4 foot of pack.
My lord.
And it just stuck around because we actually almost had to cancel our spring bear hunt because of the snow still on the mountain.
And you were in Wyoming,
Like-
right?
Yeah, Trey couldn't get to camp, and then he finally was able to take his skid loader up there, break through. When we got there, all the snow was melted, but like he's got to set up all them tents, get camp ready, get all the horses up there. I mean, get baits filled. It's a fucking disaster. But we showed up that Saturday. He just broke through the Monday before that.
That's crazy.
the snow.
How does that affect the bears up there? I mean, I would assume they just hibernate later. I mean, the males come out a little earlier anyway, but I feel like they're just hibernating later. So you're shooting. How big are the bears that you guys are killing up there? Rough, like average wise.
I don't know. I would say 250, upper 2.3s
Jeez.
or upper 2s.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not that.
No, I mean, they're color phase. That's what everyone loves about them.
yeah.
And it's springtime too, so they're coming out. They're coming out thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's bear that he shot was a giant.
How much did that weigh?
I mean, I don't know for sure because out there, you don't. I don't know if do you guys just skin them right there where you shoot them, or do you drag them out whole?
So it depends.
Yeah.
Most people like you drag them out whole.
98% of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're in the mountains, you just can't do that. Like it's fucking impossible, you
Yeah.
know. So we're not gonna sit there with a scale and actually weigh it. I bet you that bear is over 300 for sure, which is a big bear out there.
Yeah, that's a giant out there.
Yeah.
I was just fucking around and I pulled up the biggest, according to some random fucking article, the biggest bear in PA killed was 875 pounds.
875 pounds.
Yeah, and it was killed 20 minutes from here, if that.
Dude, that's a fucking grizzly. That ain't no black bear.
Yeah, I think we have the biggest black bears in the States, either also or Jersey, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Jersey. They canceled bear seasons for years, so their bears just like imploded. Like they're just everywhere.
Yeah.
They're massive. North Carolina has big bears too.
Yeah, I've heard North Carolina has like some of the biggest bears.
Mm-hmm. They're in a very similar situation to Jersey. I feel like with their ag, they have a long growing season.
Mm-hmm.
The bears really don't hibernate; they eat year round.
They don't hibernate here either.
Where
I killed my bear a few years ago, I talked to a park ranger after, and it's like, yeah, I killed a bear here. My bear was like 148 pounds, and she goes, whereby? And I told him whereby. And she's like, oh yeah, that week where you killed that bear, we had another bear killing over there, and he weighed 648 pounds. He's like, God damn.
Yeah, that's six of your bears.
That bear pooped my bear. That's what that bear did.
Yeah, that bear shit your bear out the fucking week before that.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I mean, it says since '92, 7 bears weighing at least 800 pounds have been killed in PA.
Yeah, lawfully.
That's nuts.
When I was a kid, we were doing bear drives during bear season rifle, and back then it was only 3 days. It was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
So when you guys shoot them, does the DNR come out and like pull a tooth and do all that shit?
You would take them to a weigh station, we call them, and then they do all that, and then they give you a little pin, and you put your little pin where you killed the bear on the map.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They were awesome. Like that's like as kids, that's where we're like you would have field trips to go to the bear weigh station, right? And then since we're so close, since we're so close to the city and stuff, they started picketing it, and then like there was like all the antis and stuff for like, screaming at the kids, calling all the little kids murderers and shit.
Wow.
So then it like shut down the weigh stations. Like you're only allowed in there now if you kill a bear.
Yeah. I don't think they give you the pin anymore.
I don't know.
I don't think so. They didn't ask me.
When you went to the weigh station?
Yeah, when they went to weigh my bear.
But you didn't take it to a weigh station.
Oh, no, I didn't take it to a weigh station.
Yeah, they came to you.
Yeah,
because you killed an archery.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah. This is rifle season. I remember I was driving. Me and my dad were driving down this like just 2-track road, and there was a full-size Ram truck, and the bear was in the bed of the truck, and it literally filled the entire 8-foot bed of the truck.
Shit.
I looked at my dad, and I was like, "How the fuck?" I didn't curse because I was younger at the time. But like, how the fuck do you get that out of the woods?
That guy's got the record for the pickup, don't he?
Yeah. Like we've killed 170 to how big are the bucks out there that you killed? 250, maybe 300 in some crazy scenarios.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 250. I mean, that's pretty normal out here.
And that's a pain in the dick itself.
Yeah.
Then you got a bear that has nothing to hold on to. I know.
Yeah, how do they get them fucking 800 bears out? 800 pounds
deer carts, or a lot of friends. All I say is that every time I go out bear hunting, if I see something big, I gotta think of how many friends do I really have that can come and help me pick this shit up. And every year I don't kill anything. I'm like, thank you God for not letting me kill a bear this far in the woods.
I'm gonna call up the warden and be like, "What's the fine to bring your truck on public land?" And if it's under $500, to me, it's just worth it at that point in time to just pay the fine.
I'm paying it.
Fuck it. Like,
bill me.
Yeah, I know. There's a group of guys, the Price Boys, around here that they kill a lot of bears. They do a lot of bear hunting, and they have they built like a tarp. It's basically like a tarp system. So they just roll the bear under the tarp, and it's just got handles all the way around it, and there's like 10 guys that just exactly.
The problem is 10 guys.
Yeah, because you got to think too. Like if you're dragging a bear that's even 400 pounds, 500 pounds, by the time you get to your truck, you destroy the hide. There's no hair left.
Dragging it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No hair left. And then you got to take care of the fucking thing.
Can you imagine? I can't even. It's hard to get 3-4 people to come together in a podcast. Like, let's, how about tomorrow at 7? No, that doesn't work for me. How about Thursday on 7? No, you do this. Can you imagine you kill that bear at the end of the day? It's like 10 o'clock at night. You're like, hey, buddy, can you come over here real quick? You gotta,
I'll send you a pin. I'm fucking 3 miles in. Can you meet me here?
Up this hill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
can
no,
you
I'd
imagine,
rather-
can you
rather-
imagine getting 10 guys to do that? That's hard, dude,
Nah,
man.
dude, I'd rather put my nuts in a vice and set my house on fire. Like, fuck that.
Oh,
Or slam my dick with the car door.
Yeah.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn.
Yeah, no.
At
none of
least
that.
here you can. I would assume like the same out in the western states. You can like part them out and pack them out.
Yeah, that'll be your next option right there.
It's their only option at that point in time.
I heard a story
I mean,
once
even
that.
that, though,
Sorry,
just carrying a hideout on your pack is a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
100.
fat and out of shape, but
Aren't we all?
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even out there, like it's weird because out in Wyoming, you're horsing in, so they got the mule there with the packs on it, and
Mhm.
when you try and put that hide on that mule, like they know fear. It's weird. They start freaking out, and like sometimes you gotta fucking grab the bull by the horns and just kind of shove the bear in there. But like when we killed Doug's, like I was behind the mule that had the bear in the pack, and my horse was freaking out because he could just smell that bear.
Oh my God! I can imagine how terrifying it is for those horses. Is that bear in that horse's back? We're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a whole different scenario out there.
Dude, and it's wild. Like some of these bears get into like the communities up north in PA, north of us, I should say. And like my dad delivers beer, like I said earlier, for Budweiser. So he goes to all these bars. Well, there's this one bar in particular that this bear, I forget what a baldy, I think they called him, or scar, something like that. And they would feed him fucking out of the like the 2-gallon ice cream things you can get at grocery
Yeah.
store. They would feed him, like you could walk up to this bear that's 700 pounds, 600 pounds. Had no teeth left. He was so fucking old. He's probably 30 years old. And he would just lick the vanilla ice cream out of your hand. And they had a calendar made for all the people doing this.
Of course they did.
And so many people bought and they used that money to like buy more shit for the bear.
Oh my God! Of course they did.
And then he got his ass kicked by a younger bear, I think, is what happened. But yeah.
But that's the thing, dude. Like they become, because they're having that issue out in Wyoming too with the grizzlies, because you can't hunt them out there, so they're becoming an issue. They're coming into town, going through dumpsters, and like, I'll be around a black bear, that's fine, but I ain't fucking with no grizzlies.
No. Black bears are like, I feel like you can feel them out, and you're like, okay, like, if you have a strong, like, you can scare them away.
Yeah.
Grizzlies, I don't think so. Ain't happening.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
They don't give a fuck.
They're a giant raccoon. Like, raccoons are fearless.
Yeah. They are fearless. I went on to Yellowstone for my honeymoon, and one of the park rangers was giving us a lesson in bears, and they said that the reason grizzlies and black bears are like that is because grizzlies come from territories where they didn't have anywhere to hide, so they have to fight. So evolution just did this thing, and they're just terrifying creatures. But black bears come from descendants that they're used to live in forests and stuff like that. So they're usually the first thing they do is just either go up a tree or hide somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, grizzlies, bear, man. I'm afraid of the G bears, man. G bears scare the shit out of me.
It's so bizarre to me that they're federally protected out west that they can't.
And they're everywhere.
They can't get them out. Like it's becoming a problem out there, and the people in Washington D.C. they don't see it every day.
No, that's a
You know what I
problem.
mean? So and they're the ones controlling it, which they're trying to get it back over to state control, but I don't know if it'll happen or not.
Oh, same thing happened in New Jersey. There's people in close to the city.
What a fucking shit show.
They were like, oh, bear, they're so cute or whatever is it that they wanted, and they canceled that, and now they're absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, they canceled it for like 2-3 years, and then it got so bad where like people couldn't go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't have your garbage outside anymore, and obviously that just causes issues. And then they were like, okay, we're bringing it back for 1 year just to lower the population. Yeah. And they sold a shit ton of tags, and then it was like 2 days later it got canceled again, and then it was like a week later they're like, go ahead, bud.
But like, how fucking stupid are these people to say, "Hey, these bears are cute and everything," until it fucking eats your dog or your kid, or attacks someone?
Well, yeah, you're 100%
It's a
correct.
fucking bear.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And like you said earlier, like these assholes are in Trenton, New Jersey, where there hasn't been a bear ever making these laws.
Right.
And poor people up in wherever, like northern Jersey.
Oh, if you go to YouTube, you can see them either fighting in front of houses, having sex in front of houses.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And these aren't little bears. Like these are big fucking bears.
That's where the kids learn about the birds and the bees. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
You coming out the front, you see these 2 humongous 400-pound bears just going at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it again! Shoot!
Just go to pound town.
They're sketchy, man.
They are, man.
They're sketchy.
I'm glad you guys can keep all the fucking iguanas and bears and all that shit out there.
Yeah, go look how big the iguanas is, and then text me, and then you tell me what the fuck. When are we going to Miami?
I'll shoot one.
Well, we got 10 acres where we can go.
Yeah, no shit.
You should come out here to bear hunt.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Is it over the counter?
Yeah, that is Harvard.
And it's
Can you guys bait out there, or is it just
No,
No.
unfortunately we can't.
that's why another reason why they get so big.
so you just kind of? I mean, you probably can't pattern a fucking bear, can you?
No, you can. It's more food based, and I'm not gonna get too much. Like, I really don't know, to be honest. I haven't really got into bears. We have a couple of guys around here that are really good with bears. But yeah, you can pattern them, but it's not as consistent as like a whitetail.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it was an old timer told me his return trail is always the same, but is like, and they have big loops, but they always come back the same way, or something like that. Like there was one way with like it's so hard to trying to figure them out, and then when they're coming back, they'll have like a single line, and I think bobcats are like that too.
Maybe I have no.
I know they have big territories.
When
too.
I killed my bear, I saw him on my trail cameras, and then I was like, "Oh, there's bear here," and then he kept popping up on my trail cam here and there, and when I went finally hunt him, he was there, and Eddie was there with me too, and he had 2 opportunities to kill a bear there that day too.
Yeah, we'll have to get some guys who just hunt bears in PA.
The problem here with
you
PA, the problem that we have here in PA with the bears is that they don't taste very good. It depends on the bear that you hunt, unfortunately, because they eat a lot of trash.
I'll make it taste good.
So it makes it stay funky sometimes.
I've only had bear once. Kurt cooked it once, and it was in like a crock pot. We made like hoagie sandwiches out of it, but I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I think that's how you got to do it. Just cook it forever and in a shit ton of seasoning.
Or
Make sure
tomato
it's good.
sauce like Mr. Gunner told us.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to keep fucking around with it. I do want to make homemade soap out of fat.
Okay.
That's some like fucking
Do you want to make some?
caveman shit.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, you do you.
I'll send them to you. You can sell it in your store.
Ah,
$700 a bar.
Soap.
Yeah.
bear
Yeah,
soap.
the whitetails would be running away because they'd smell a fucking bear.
It would be like the horses. It'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what the fuck is there a bear doing around here?
Especially in Iowa. I was like, whoa, no.
Have you ever heard that bullshit? Like, I want to hear your opinion on this. Because I've heard it from several older people out here that believe that during deer season, if you only eat like a vegetarian diet, you give off a pheromone of
Get
a
the
vegetarian,
fuck out of my face.
and the deer won't spook as quick to your scent.
Even if that was true, I'm still not going vegetarian. I can tell you that right now.
I don't think that's true at all. Come on.
I've heard it from different people. I don't know
Oh.
where. I'm sure some asshole, on a back then. What is it? A fucking
I don't know.
VHS
I don't know.
said, "Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard that before.
No.
no."
No, I've never heard that.
Oh, okay. So I'm just a dickhead, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, 100%.
You dreamed that, bro.
No, that's real. This is real deal stuff.
Can you imagine? No, bro. Impossible.
I'm not
Maybe.
saying I agree with it. I'm just
I don't
saying
know,
that this is
maybe.
what was told to me.
Maybe. I had a friend. I have a
not-
friend who used to hunt. He doesn't hunt anymore, and he told me he's from Florida. He told me once that the old timers used to tell him to turn a fire before going hunting, and then just step in front of the fire so he could smell like fire and not like human, and that will help him hunt.
So
I was just like, I don't know about all that, man.
I actually have something for Eric because I like. You still chew?
Yep.
What's your thoughts on chewing in the stand? Do you bring a bottle or you just chew? Or you spit on the ground?
Spit right on the ground.
And have you ever seen any negative reaction to that?
Nope.
Me
I
either.
haven't. Dude, I've had fucking deer come up and lick my spit off the fucking ladder.
Same. Like eating the fuck. So I've had does come through and eat the leaves that I spit on underneath my tree stand.
But see, I don't like. Could it be different for like people that chew fucking mint and
That's
you know
what I
all
do.
them flavored shit?
Yeah.
I just chew regular, just straight fucking Copenhagen. So I don't like.
Huh. So
I don't know.
What the fuck? I did.
I mean, Doug still kills a lot of deer, and he chews fucking mint. So
I do.
he's the same
wintergreen.
way.
Or I did wintergreen.
Yeah. Or no, he does wintergreen also. Yeah.
Cope?
That's what it is.
Does he do? Cope?
He's grizzly. He's grizzly.
Oh, okay. Cheap fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take him for a grizzly wintergreen guy.
You know how weird I am with that? Like, I used to have a thing where I'd buy a can of Skull Apple every year. I'm like, oh, the deer guy like it.
Yeah, when I was younger, I did the same shit. Same shit. That was back in the days when you had those little plastic wafers that smelled like dirt, supposedly. That I've never smelled a dirt
Yep.
smell like that.
Oh snap!
Yeah, fucking, you hung it off your hat.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry guys, I'm having technical difficulties here
No,
because
I'm
somebody's
just
pulling a
Yeah,
truck.
I'm just an idiot.
All right, sorry about that.
Dude,
Yeah.
those are
I've never chewed tobacco, so I don't know what the fuck you guys talking about.
no.
No,
Don't start.
no. Well,
I'm gonna have a help. I kind of quit. Did you? Yeah, you're not gonna.
we
quit.
don't. In South America, we didn't have tobacco for chewing.
Too wet, I guess.
No, I don't think so. Just, we never had.
Huh.
We had this thing called chimo, which is like a paste and it's the same thing, but it wasn't tobacco. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Cocaine.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt
Probably.
it.
That's
That's
how,
a-
like, I mean, Dan, you've heard of, like Copenhagen snuff. Like the original snuff, you snorted it.
Yeah, it like drips down your throat and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucked up. That's real men. That's the men who
It's
build
like
America.
they still make it. You can find it at like high end cigar shops and shit, like actual snuff that you snort.
That's the one that's got. It still has the like cardboard tin, but it's
Yeah.
the silver
Yep.
top, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like don't snort that shit. Like that's not meant for snorting, but they make actual snuff that comes in a little like cardboard tube.
But
And it's like-
okay.
but is it tobacco?
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tobacco, yeah. But it's like it's like the
fine
finest
Yeah.
sawdust you could ever fucking find. It's weird.
Oh, have you ever tried it?
Maybe I've never. I haven't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like fucking 16. It was terrible.
Wonderful.
That's nuts. Oh my god.
Does it burn your nose? That's what I'm
It
guessing
has
it
to.
does.
Oh yeah. It burns fucking everything. You're taking a fucking shot of tobacco right to your brain.
Now, do you make it? Do you do like a line like cocaine, or is it just like
No,
like a spoon, like out of the key
No,
or
you
your
just-
pinky
You
nail?
just do a little bump, that's all you gotta do.
That's fucking wild, dude. First time I ever did chew was in high school, I think, freshman year probably, and we did Longhorn because that shit was 50 cents a tin,
Oh fuck!
and it was straight, and and you don't know how big. So I literally I pretty much put a horseshoe in, not realizing what I was doing.
Right.
3 minutes later, throwing up everywhere,
Ugh.
and then
Yeah, I started off the first time I did. I was on a golf course, second hole. I put a dip in. I think I played 2 holes after that and didn't finish the rest of the 18.
start sweating. Yeah, you're done.
Oh, sweating, feel like you're gonna puke. You chug about 5 beers.
Oh.
That's nasty.
And then a week later, you're addicted for life. It's weird how it works.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Driving down to Missouri to get it for $2 a fucking 10.
Jesus Christ. It was cheap as fuck here when I first started, and then now it's $8 a tin in Jersey.
Yep. That's about. It's not quite 8, but it's 780 something here.
That's insane.
It's nuts. I
Fuck
started
that.
doing what the fuck are these things called?
I-
Rogues.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
It's like nicotine
Just-
only.
Yep.
They're not bad. They're not bad, but it got me off of. So I transitioned from Copenhagen wintergreen long cut to the pouches, and then from the pouches I went to like the fake shit that tastes like it pouches.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Tastes
that.
like fucking.
Yeah, doesn't taste right. And then I just went to the Rogues, and it seemed to, I don't know, for whatever reason I liked them, and then I got off of the tobacco, and then I had a fucking incident like a month ago where
Yeah, you did.
man,
You
now I
almost
gotta
died.
go yeah, it was bad. Now I gotta go get tested for all these cancers and gum diseases and shit. It's no bueno, as Antonio's people would say.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No,
Man.
dude, my gums swelled up. You could barely see the tips of my teeth.
No shit.
Yeah, real bad. 103 fever for 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I told him if he.
I've only seen one guy like straight up quit. He was at Copenhagen wintergreen, and he ate 2 cans.
Oh, ate him.
He ate them. Now, like if he even smells tobacco, he'll fucking puke.
Really?
That's a good way to, you know.
There's this real manly guy that just did a project with us from Texas, and he gutted skull straight all night. Don't know how.
That's I'm doing it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, how that would give me such, maybe because I didn't wintergreen, I don't know, but it would give me such bad heartburn when I did that.
I just got sick of carrying fucking spitters around.
I hear you, man. I hear, yeah, they're fucking everywhere. They're gross. They expand when it gets hot out and they blow up in your car. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, been there.
Fucking terrible.
Fucking disgusting.
And then you're getting drunk and you don't know what bottle to drink out of.
Yep, and then you fucking guzzle down a thing of fucking coke.
Yeah, and it's too late. By the time you realize it's too thick,
Hey guys, do you know that you guys can just quit, right?
you can't. No, you can't.
Hey, could you quit hunting?
Well, hunting is good for you, though.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
But it's addicting though.
It is. It is. It is.
If you
I'll stick to cocaine, though. No, I'm playing.
if you couldn't deer hunt, what kind of hunting would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Or
I'd
would
probably
you?
go back to water.
Waterfowl. You guys do that a lot out
Yeah,
there?
that's where I like cut. Like I got into waterfowl. My old man was a big waterfowl hunter when I was young.
Okay.
You know, and like the whole, I explained to you guys the party hunting. It's super fucking dangerous, dude. Like you got bullets whizzing by you and shit. But with duck hunting, you know, you can go at any age. So I got into that real young, and he wouldn't let me go on deer drives till I was 14. So, you know, we got big into duck hunting back in the day, and then you know once I turned 14, it just switched over to deer hunting. We quit waterfowl.
Waterfalls is shit, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's not the same as it used to be around here. The fucking ducks kind of went away, and still get a lot of geese and shit, but the ducks just aren't here anymore.
That's weird. It's funny. Like everybody out here is like, "Oh, you got to go to the Central Flyway."
Yeah, Kansas has them all.
Yeah, Kansas, Missouri, they got fucking all kinds of shit down there.
we went on a shoot once in Kansas. I was working for a company. I went to do some videos for some guys, and we ended up in Kansas, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just it was magical. I have no word for it. It's crazy, dude.
Yep.
It was insane.
That and pheasants. I mean, we grew up bird hunting all kinds of shit. You know, pheasant hunting every year, waterfowl.
Yeah.
How's the pheasant hunting
It's
in
just-
Iowa?
It sucks.
You're lying.
I swear, dude.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah, it's bad. It used to be. My old man said back in the day you could go out every fucking day and limit out, but you know around here anymore it's a big swinging dick competition because these farmers get so big. So they'll tear out every tree you know possible to get that extra row in, and then their fucking waterways look like golf courses. Like there's just no habitat for them hardly anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. It's
You
unfortunate.
know, and then 10 years ago, the government programs for like CRP and shit, that all crashed. So you couldn't even apply for a program probably 10, 15 years ago. So then everyone was tearing up their programs, just putting crops in. So it's just taking up habitat left and right around here.
Okay. Yeah, we don't really have any natural pheasants here, I don't think.
Well, the ones that they
Leftovers?
the leftovers from the stock. That's
Yeah.
probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big thing around here are like game farms. So they'll grow the pheasants, and then you go and pay for 100 pheasants, and they'll let them go, and then you go out there and shoot them.
Okay.
Meh.
Yeah, we have I mean, it's not much different, but
Yeah.
like we have all the pheasant. What do you call them? Where they raise them?
Shit, I don't know.
We call them game farms around here.
Yeah, I want to say hatcheries, but that's not right. That's fish.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. We'll go with game farms for the time.
An egg.
Maybe. Anyway, who the fuck cares? The state runs those, and then they do like state stockings all over the place on the public land, and you can go and hunt them. But the problem is like all the I shouldn't say the problem, but you get old timers that come in like
That's a problem.
they follow the truck and then they mark all the pins. Like they'll drop pins wherever the truck stops to release birds, and then they just send those pins to their buddies.
And their buddies send this to their buddies.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, like if you don't have a dog and it's Saturday, you might as well watch football, college football.
Right. That's how, and the coyotes around here, coyotes, foxes, bobcats, we got all that. They just go and gobble up all them fucking eggs before they even hatch anyways.
So I don't know how the predatory birds are for you, but hawks here kill everything.
Yeah, we got a shit ton of those things too.
Terrible. Hawks and owls kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even have chickens.
Really?
Oh, I mean, you can if you have either 700 of them or you build like a pen that's got a mesh top. That's the only way you can have them.
That's crazy.
Otherwise, they'll get picked off.
Yeah, my fucking neighbor has chickens. Like, they're not that. The hawks aren't that big of a deal here.
Right. Yeah. Fuck. When we were at Kurt's house for the shoot, his neighbor, when we had the crawfish. Remember when Danielle brought all them crawfish?
Yep.
Dude, we ate. How many pounds of crawfish did we have, dude? Hundreds.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, there was a shit ton.
There was a pile of crawfish shells, probably knee high, in his yard the next morning.
Yeah.
And his neighbor had chickens.
He didn't want to pick up all the fucking shells, so the neighbor brought the chickens over and they came up and cleaned them all up.
Oh, that's amazing.
Walking down the road, shaking the chicken bag, and they were just following him down the road, went into Kurt's house, and just went to town.
Yeah.
He traded a bunch of shells for a bunch of chicken shit.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Chicken shit goes away faster than fucking shells.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
There's probably still shells there.
For sure.
That's funny, man. Hey, what plans do you have for this year for hunting? Anything? Obviously, you did bear, but do you have anything for deer coming down the pipe?
Nope. I'm just hunting Iowa this year. I got a kid due here in about 2 weeks, so
Oof.
that's gonna
number 2, right?
That's gonna. Yep, number 2. So that's gonna. I didn't want to plan anything to be gone for too long during the fall, so I'm just gonna stick to Iowa this year, and then next year we got Africa again, and then a couple other things coming down the line. But next year's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I might be joining you on that Africa trip next year.
You should, man. That trip is. I just got pictures back yesterday. They put the skin on my giraffe.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so they're starting. That's the last animal to get mounted out of everyone's animals. So that's after that one's done, they should be getting in a crate and coming home.
Dude, the video, I can't stress enough to the 14 people that are listening to this. Probably 3 left now. Go to the video and watch the video of Eric shooting a giraffe. It's fucking insane.
Dude, it was.
Where the hell are you gonna put a giraffe?
So luckily in our studio, our podcast studio, we have 12-foot ceilings in there.
Oh, sweet. So you gotta tell them to do it less than 12 feet.
Yeah, I told him 11'6". I wanted 3 inches on the fucking top and bottom.
That's good. That's good.
Dan, you got your phone close to you?
Yeah, it's the one that's filming Antonio.
Oh shit! I just sent you a picture of the mount.
Oh, fuck.
We'll watch it right now as soon as we hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
It's
me
literally
ask.
a guy standing on a table on a step stool, and the giraffe's taller.
Oh, shit, that's awesome, dude.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
God
crazy.
And like how was the okay? So the our craving wild thing is based around food and eating and cooking and all that shit. How's
Yeah,
the like
you gotta go to Africa.
really?
You gotta go.
I hear that
the
from
food
everyone that goes
there
there.
is fucking phenomenal.
God damn! What was your favorite shit over there?
Everything.
What did you have?
Everything. I mean, everything we shot, we got to try. You know, they would cut the fucking backstrap out or whatever cut they wanted, and they'd cook it up that night for us. And it's over, like, the cook over there, I told that guy, like, he could come over here and make fucking $4 million a year, but he would cook it over the campfire, and, like, they had a fire pit there where we all sat around, had drinks before dinner, and he'd ask you, he'd come up to you, how do you want your steak? And you'd say, you know, medium rare, medium, whatever, and it would come out fucking perfect for everyone.
No
Over a
shit.
fucking campfire, yeah.
God damn, that's my hero.
That's my hero.
Do they serve
Dude, my
vegetables out there?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah?
the sides over there are phenomenal. The fucking desserts. My wife didn't want to come home.
And she doesn't hunt, right?
No, she doesn't hunt, but she was a trooper, man. She went out with us every day and sat in a blind with us, and
It's fucking wild.
but it's like they treat you like you're a fucking king over there.
That's awesome. Can I ask a personal question?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
How much was the whole trip?
So we bought a $5,000 package, which includes 5 animals.
Okay, that include the airplane and everything, or is that's separate?
No. That's just the hunt. So that $5,000 include 5 animals, your meals, and your lodging
Okay, that's per person.
per person. Yep.
And how much would it be more or less the same amount to mount all those animals and ship them back, or that's gonna cost you a lot more?
No, it'll probably be all said and done, getting them mounted and shipped over. It'll probably be about the same.
All right,
Especially if you shoot a giraffe.
especially if you shoot an 11-foot 6-inch
Right.
giraffe.
Right. So I
That
don't
story's
know.
hilarious.
We don't know shipping yet because we're not to that stage yet. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, the taxidermy over there is so cheap. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
it's I mean, if you think about it though, $5,000. Yeah, I mean that's
To
a
kill
lot of
5
money.
animals.
Right.
That's
like
5 animals.
5 animals, food, shelter.
How long is this trip?
A week.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude, you rent a Toyota Tacoma for a week and it's $1,000 now.
Pretty much.
You know?
Dude, and like your lodging, so it was canvas walled tents. Canvas walled cabin is what I'd call it. It had heat, AC. We had a king size bed, a living room, a bathroom, jacuzzi tub. I mean, and this is a fucking canvas walled cabin.
Did they have window units or central air?
No, it was like a mini split type deal.
God damn it, Africa's got better air conditioning than we do.
pretty much, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Fuck.
So did they pick you out of the airport?
What's that?
Did they pick you at the airport and then take you to the lodge and all that stuff?
Yep.
Can you leave? Can you leave? To do other stuff, or you're there, for 7 days just hunting and
Yeah, the last day, like after I shot my giraffe, Kurt was done hunting, I was done hunting, Doug was done hunting. So like, our guide was like, "Oh, you guys want to go do something today?" And we're like, "Yeah, let's go do something." And there was I'm gonna butcher this. There's a babeo tree, but this thing was probably, I don't know, 70 yards wide. Fucking tree is huge. Just is like the 3rd largest tree in Africa, and it was just 10 miles down the road, so we went and checked that out. Yeah, you can go do whatever you want.
That's awesome.
Did you go like fishing or anything like that while you're there?
I don't know about that, but I'm
Is
sure
there
if you
water?
Yeah, there's hippos in the water though.
Hippo, good point.
yeah, I'm sure if we were a lot more north and then like more coast, you probably could, but we were like as central as you could get in fucking South Africa.
That's fucking nuts.
I guess when you're in Africa.
Did you see any lions? Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead. Bucky.
Before.
No lions. It's like a lot of people don't understand over there. Like, if there wasn't for hunting, we wouldn't have any of these animals because the whole South Africa is all these game farms which we were on, and they're all fenced in. There's no DNR. There's no one controlling these animals besides the property owner. So the property owner, they go to auctions and buy these stud bulls, like stud fucking zebras, stud whatever, and bring them in to breed with their herd. But them animals have a value to them. So if they didn't have a value to them, they would knock the fences down and put fucking cattle on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring in whatever brings them value.
Exactly. So like that's what a lot of people don't understand. When they give you shit about going to hunt Africa, it's like if we didn't go hunt Africa, we wouldn't have these animals besides in zoos.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys did a really good podcast with I'm sorry, I forget his name. The guy who you went over there with, Pringle.
Yeah, Stuart. Yeah, Stuart Pringle. Yep.
I don't know the number off the top of my head, but go back and try and find the podcast number that these guys did with Stuart, and he explains all this stuff, and it's pretty crazy, like how in depth and how it works. And I mean, Eric just covered a good portion of the most important part of it, but yeah, go back and listen to that podcast because it's very informational. It's good, and he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. If anyone wants to go to Africa, look up Pringle Safaris. I mean, you will not have a bad time, and you're gonna have a fun time. You're gonna kill a lot of shit, and you're gonna see a lot of shit. Like it's just. I mean, one day, the first morning sitting there, you see a fucking impalas come in, you see monkeys come in, you see zebras, giraffes. I mean, it's fucking bizarre over there. The amount of species that they have.
That's great. I can't imagine like sitting in a. I got a question for you. The ground blinds, are they dug like under the ground?
Yeah. So when you're sitting in them, you're sitting in the ground because it gets so fucking hot in there. It kind of cools it down sitting in the ground. But when you're shooting, you're standing up and the ground is probably right below your tits. You're probably 3-4 feet in the ground when you're shooting.
Damn.
Oh shit!
So you're shooting up.
Oh, that giraffe! I never shot up at an animal, but that was the first time I ever had to do that.
So did you want to shoot a giraffe, or it was something like there's a giraffe, who wants to shoot it?
So it was kind of like when we figured out we were going to Africa, it was a joke. I was just fucking around, like, yeah, I'm going to shoot a giraffe. Kidding. Because I thought it'd be way too expensive to shoot one. And then, when we landed in Johannesburg, which is the capital, we had a 5-hour drive. So you talk about everything and anything. Well, the conversation got brought up of, what's a... Because you got your five animal list that you bought.
Mm-hmm.
But over there, you can haggle with them. So, like, if you want to shoot a kudu, whatever the value of that is, you can trade out 2 of your animals on your list for a kudu. Like, you can barter.
That would be me.
So, like, that's what's crazy about it. So then I'm like, just kidding. You're in one of them fucking 15 passenger vans. I'm in the way back seat. I'm like, how much is a giraffe?
For being a loudmouth, you killing a fucking giraffe.
I was just being an asshole, I thought he was gonna say fucking $10,000, but it was fucking $3,000 to shoot a giraffe. I'm like, holy fuck. Kurt kind of looked back at me like,
are you shooting a giraffe?
And I gave him the look like, I'm shooting a fucking giraffe.
Like, oh fuck. That's a better value than a $5 footlong at Wawa.
Yeah, that's so much meat for $3,000.
Yeah, that one giraffe, we figured it out because you can't take the meat home with you. So we all get at that property we were staying at. They donated to the orphanage.
Yeah.
And we figured out that giraffe donated 8,900 hamburgers to that orphanage.
8,900
hamburgers. Yeah.
That's funny. We have a joke going around within here. How many tacos do you think what did I say, 135-pound dough?
Yeah,
or 130-pound dough would make? How many tacos?
How many tacos?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. 139-pound dough?
We'll just say 130.
500.
Okay. Write that down.
Write it down. 500.
We're gonna start this, and then whoever gets the closest at the end of the year We'll send you a sticker. We're low
We'll send you a
budget.
sticker.
If we like you, we'll invite you to hunt out here.
Yeah, that's a great story that you're just being an asshole in the back of the truck, like, how much for a giraffe?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I was just being a dickhead, and he told me the price. I'm like,
so funny.
Damn it!
holy fuck!
I'm
And that one is kind of that one I shot. Like you can't. Most of the animals over there, you can shoot where the fuck you want. They don't care.
Yeah.
But with giraffes, there's not very many of them, so that one. He said, if you want to shoot one, we have one that needs to go because he was a super old bull. He was kicked out of the herd. He was by himself and just like causing trouble. So like, if you want to shoot one, I have one picture. There's fucking 5 giraffes in the one picture, but I couldn't shoot any of those.
How many tacos you say? 500?
Yeah, he said
Okay.
500.
All right, we're done with that.
What other?
The color phase. I don't want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
The color phase of your draft was crazy too.
Yeah, so that was considered. That's why it was. Some properties that giraffe's worth fucking 15 grand.
That's insane.
Just because it's just the color of the giraffe. It's considered a black giraffe, because his spots are so dark. Because they're more of an orangish color on a regular giraffe.
Yeah.
Like he was just kind of that one special one that he was considered a black giraffe.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go look.
You gotta look.
Yeah.
We'll play it after this because
Yeah.
it's not long. It's short.
That's great.
Yeah,
You probably showed
yeah.
it to me, and I forgot. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe. What other animals did you pick?
So I shot 2 impalas, a giraffe, and a wildebeest. I did shoot a kudu too, but we ended up not finding it.
Oh damn! That's my favorite fucking African animal.
Till
You
you
guys
get
had
there.
a hard go round with kudus that trip, right?
Yeah. Doug was the only one that killed one.
They're so awesome looking, man.
They're so skittish, man. That's probably one of the most skittish animals there are in Africa.
Yeah. My uncle back in the day, I'm talking like the 80s, late 80s, 90s. He went to Africa, and he had a bunch of shit brought back to South America, and the kudu was there, and I was just like, I remember watching. I was just a kid. I was like, holy shit, what is this?
And I'll tell you right now, that was our number one animal for all of us. And then when you get there, your mind changes so fast because there's so many animals over there.
Really?
What do you
Yeah.
think was the most impressive animal over there that you didn't expect to be impressive? If that makes any sense.
Dude.
Like, what was something that was on
Probably,
your list that you were like, oh shit, that I should have put that on my list?
I would say them fucking... Dude, there's a lot, but... Like them tiny deer, they're only like fucking 2 foot tall.
yeah,
Dikers or whatever.
Yeah.
They're a diker, yeah, those things are cool. I mean, an eland's like fucking 1,200 pounds.
Holy shit.
1,200 pound, pretty much a 1,200 pound antelope is what it is.
That's insane.
They're fucking huge. I mean, you see monkeys all over. You see fucking ostrich. I had an ostrich at fucking 2 feet.
Wild.
That is. How about hyenas? I love hyenas.
Nope, didn't see any hyenas. And that's what I mean. It's not wild Africa. It's not like fucking
Yeah.
the Lion King. You know, it's
Yeah, no doubt.
it's what and Kurt and them herd lions. This property didn't have lions. You know, and but with those predators, they just go from property to property. They don't like no one stocks fucking lions in there because they would just wreak havoc inside there. You know.
Yeah.
But like the property we were on, there's a couple leopards running around there, and
Did you see them?
no, but we had an encounter with it. So when I shot my kudu, what they do when you wound one, you can't find it, they'll go and put a T-shirt over the watering hole so they don't come in and drink at night. So hopefully they'll come back the next day.
Yeah.
Well, we went and put a T-shirt on that night after tracking it, and then the next morning we checked the trail camera to see if that kudu came in. He didn't. But we hung that T-shirt, and a leopard walked by 3 minutes after we hung the T-shirt.
No
Holy
shit. That's fucking sketchy as fuck.
And then this is even sketchier because we went and we checked the trail camera, and we went tracking again. Well, we kind of like it. We just called it, and we circled around to where we drove in on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You can see our tire tracks, but there was leopard tracks on top of our tire tracks.
Oh, son of a... That's awesome, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That is awesome. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
No.
Let me talk to the guy.
All right, fucking okay. Time out. Listen, some of us didn't grow up with jaguars.
I'm sorry,
Right.
bro.
All right.
I found that interesting.
Yeah, my little 6-pound cat annoys the fuck out of me and pisses me off.
Oh, that's
Dan, I can't even
insane.
see you anymore.
It's probably because my camera died.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right.
So we're actually watching the video of you shooting this giraffe.
Yeah, low budget. So, where does one shoot a giraffe? With a bow. With a bow.
Frontal.
Frontal?
In the head?
Yeah.
No, in the chest.
No, like in the chest, like in the chest front. Yeah, in the head. Yeah.
What an ass this guy is.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you're just going like, I think you explained it like you feel that soft spot in your throat,
Yep.
and
So that you can feel it right now. That soft spot right where your chest kind of meets your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So giraffes have that right there, and then their heart sits about 10 inches behind that. So they said you can take a broadside shot, but they're like when they skin that thing, their skin is about 1.25 inches thick. So it's hard to penetrate and hit both lungs. Is what it's hard. You know, I don't care how sharp your broadhead is. It's just hard to, and it's so
Well,
fucking wide.
yeah, I was just gonna say like how wide is a giraffe? It's not like if you're shooting a 30-inch shaft and you bury it to the fletching, you're probably only halfway through the animal.
Right. They're fucking wide. So and like I didn't have the arrows I brought. He would not let me shoot a giraffe with them. So luckily Austin had his moose arrows, which were full length. 75 grain outsert with 125 grain head, and he brought a dozen of them. He's like, if you want one, I'll give you one. Just I had to shoot it first, and after 20 yards, it was just dropping so bad. So I was like, if it's not 20 yards or under, I'm not shooting it.
Yeah.
But
That's
luckily
crazy.
that giraffe was at 17 yards.
Kudos to them though for not seeing dollars and just saying fuck it, launch an arrow.
Yeah, because that was the guy. It wasn't. I mean, he is making money, but the landowner's making the money off the animals too. So,
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
he straight up told me, he's like, I can't let you shoot a giraffe with these arrows.
Go through your bow setup and your arrow setup if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah, so I shoot a 60-pound elite, and then my arrows I shoot a Victory VAP SS's with 75 grain outsert with a 125 head on.
Do you know offhand like how heavy the complete setup is for your arrow?
I do not. I'm not big into that stuff anymore. I used to be.
Fuck
I used to flex my own stuff and do all that, but I just don't have time for it anymore.
I hear you got to be in the 500s though.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's not what you used for the giraffe, right?
No, that's what I'm using now. After I shot the giraffe, I switched all that, but
Oh, okay.
before I was shooting, whatever the arrow is on a 28-inch draw with the standard outsert with a 100 grain head.
And you were mechanical, right?
Yeah, but then we switched to fixed over there.
Now, coming back here now, are you going to shoot fixed or are you going to go back to mechanicals?
I'm sticking with the fixed this year. I
Okay.
stayed with the same setup last year with the 75 grain with a fixed 125, and I'm gonna keep with that. If it can kill a giraffe, it should be able to kill anything around here.
That's a good way to look at
Pretty
it.
good.
Very good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And are you guys shooting the slick tricks?
Yep.
They shoot well.
They
They
do.
shoot very well. I killed a couple of deer with slick trick. Is it grizzly tricks?
No
Some shit
idea.
like
The
that?
fixed blade.
Yeah, it's a fixed blade.
Yep. A grizzly. That's one of them. Yeah.
They're nice, man. They're good. They're sharp. Perform
Yeah.
well.
Damn. I'm jealous, man.
Yeah. It was.
I can't wait to see this photo of this giraffe now.
Yeah. The photo I sent you is just the form with the guy standing next to it. It doesn't have the height on it yet, but it's a fucking impressive.
Yeah.
We're not to the point yet where we're at the point in the video where I believe you find out that somebody found
The giraffe.
the giraffe.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Are we in the truck?
Yeah.
You're shaking
Yep.
like a leaf, buddy.
Dude, that was the highest of highs to the lowest of lows back to the highest of highs, man. It was
So what was happening? That you couldn't find him?
Yeah, he just kept running. Like, he was spewing blood like crazy, but the arrow sticks in him, so that arrow kind of clogs the hole a little bit. So when he would stop, he'd sit there and pump it out, but when he'd run, that adrenaline took over and it wouldn't pump it out the hole. So we kept tracking and tracking and tracking. Finally, we're jumping in the truck and we're gonna drive down all these roads, see if he crossed the road. And they said, if you shoot a giraffe, like, everyone needs to be there for the recovery. So I shot him over the radio saying, hey, I shot a giraffe. Everyone shows up to where I shot him, but you can't send everyone out tracking with you. So it was the 2 trackers, myself, and then 2 PHs, which is their guides over there. We went tracking. Everyone just kind of hung out where I shot him, drinking a couple beers and whatnot. And finally, we kind of called it for everyone else because they were just standing there like, go back and eat lunch. We're going to keep tracking. And then somehow, way or another, that giraffe just happened to die in the middle of the road where going back to camp. So they actually drove up on it going back. And then that's when we're in the truck and it comes over the radio. It's in Afrikaans, so we didn't understand it. But you could tell in Stuart's voice that he gets all excited. He's like, they found...
Yeah, no shit. That's awesome, man. Oh my
Fucking
God, look
See
at
how
that.
dark it is?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Do
man.
they the people working there, do they do the whole field dressing on it or
Yeah, so on that particular property we were on, you had trackers, you had guides, you had the property owner, then they had their own butcher shop there, they had their own skinners, they had fucking every full service thing right there on the property.
That's it. I'm starting to sell shit at my house.
How how big is the property?
It's like I think I can't even remember. I know they said in that one podcast we did with Stuart, he told us, but
It's a fuck
I
ton.
think like 30,000 acres.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton.
Yeah, it's big.
That's insane. I wonder how much money I can get for my wife.
Could you imagine? Look at how many people are trying to just get it up to take a picture for them.
Yeah.
They had to bring a crane in to get it out of there.
No way. That's insane, dude.
Were you like, after you shot it, were you like, where do I stand? Like, how do you pose for a fucking giraffe?
Did you
Yeah, that's where the fucking PHs come in, because and that's what's crazy about the PHs over there. They actually have to go to college to become a professional hunter, is what they're called, which is a guide, like our guides.
Okay.
But they have to go to college for it, which one of their classes is photography.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
Oh man, we're fucking up in America.
Yeah, it's a big deal over there. To be a PH, it's fucking dedication.
That's
But yeah,
insane,
they posed
man.
it all and they knew how to take pictures and do all that. But yeah, I had no idea what the fuck to do.
So you're
That
going
was the
back.
most emotional hunt I've ever been on. When I walked up on that dude, you can see in that video everyone's just silent and I'm bawling my eyes out.
Oh, dude, without a doubt. I mean, I don't even. How do you compare that to? Not only the animal, like you killed a giraffe in Africa with a bow. How many people can say that to begin with? Plus the roller coaster of kind of how it happened. That's
Right.
insane.
Yeah, I shot the biggest animal in the fucking world.
Yeah, literally.
The tallest animal.
Jesus
God damn it, you
Christ.
did, bro.
Yeah.
So you put the sunglasses so we don't see you crying? Is that what's happening? No, I'm playing, man. Just joking.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
We're getting to the point now where you're crawling underneath the neck and he fucked with you and moved it.
Oh, dude.
I can't imagine what's going through. Do you still understand that you shot a fucking giraffe?
No.
Did you keep the whole high or you didn't keep the whole high?
So I got, coming back from the giraffe, I have the shoulder mount, a rug, the Euro mount, and then they make you keep the shin bones too, all 4 shin bones.
Really?
It's just one. Yeah, they get them clean, kind of like a Euro mount. Then, you can have. I'm gonna have Dana Pace carve one of them, and then, they say a lot of people make battle axe handles out of them, or there's a bunch of
You better make
I mean-
one.
The fucking thing's 4 foot tall.
You better make a battle axe. I don't know what you're gonna do, man.
God damn, that's crazy.
That's something you gotta do for sure, man.
Oh yeah, it's insane. I mean, just the skull is probably fucking 3 feet tall.
Oh my.
Really?
So the European mount, it's coming in, and then the shoulder mount, I'm guessing, is just foam, right? At
Yep,
this point,
yep.
there's nothing else, just a hide, and that's it.
Yep. So they actually like in a fucking giraffe mount. You know, like a deer has antlers, so you got the skull cap and that shit. There ain't none of that in a fucking giraffe. It's all foam.
Oh, crazy.
That's crazy.
They got them
That's-
little nubs on top of their head, but that's actually part of the skull. They don't lose that or anything.
Do they take that to put? Well, not really. That's a dumb question. Never mind. Answer my own question as I asked it. Oh man, that's awesome. I wouldn't know what to pick if I had to go to Africa, but for sure a kudu, 100%, or a sable. I loved sables too, man.
Those are the most fucking. The Prince of Africa is what they call them, man. They're fucking beautiful.
They are, man. They're awesome. When my uncle went to Africa and he brought back him and his friend brought back elephant tusk. He killed a lion. My uncle killed a lion, but it was a young lion, so he didn't have the mane. So he had a rug made out of him, and he had the skull in his nightstand. And they brought a bunch of they got wildebeest, if I'm not mistaken, a couple kudus, and man, I don't remember what else is it they got. I just remember when they got back from Africa and my dad took me to their house. I was just like, holy shit, what the hell?
Just think of this. It's more expensive to shoot a sable than it is a giraffe.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
How much is a sable? 10 grand?
No, a sable is $4,000.
Damn.
Wow. Is it
As I
what?
say, if you do the trip, take some extra money with you because you can go fucking nuts over
I
there.
can't, man. I can't. I only have one wife to sell. Nothing
So
else.
yeah, but you got 2 testicles.
They're 30 grand a testicle.
That's
Not
what I'm
bad.
saying.
And I already chopped the fucking tubes.
Yeah.
Might as
so
well.
you're-
Okay.
You're carrying around.
We're going to
nonsense.
Africa.
Yeah, sell them
Hey.
sons of bitches. You know.
Paid by my testicles. Oh man, that's fucking.
This is so crazy, man. It's like where hunting like originated, and you're like, I can't imagine being out there.
Dude, it's fucking. Dan, if you are thinking about going with us, fucking do it, man.
Oh, I'm definitely thinking about it.
The only thing that sucks about Africa is getting there.
Just like the travel itself.
Yep. Don't get me wrong, it fucking sucks.
It sucks because it's long, or what was the problem?
Yeah, because it's long. I mean, our first flight was 14 hours. The second flight was almost 9, and then we had a 5-hour drive when we got there.
Oh my god,
14 hours.
14, 9,
Yeah.
and 5.
That's crazy. That's like 12 WCB episodes.
28 hours of traveling
Yep.
If it goes well.
if it goes well.
If it goes well, right. Coming home was longer because we had a fucking 8-hour layover in fucking New York.
Oh, you should have came hang out.
Yeah, you should
The
have.
fuck.
I know we should have.
In 8 hours, you can kill an 800-pound bear for sure.
Oh yeah, without
Easy.
doubt.
Right. We
Without doubt.
were so exhausted though. We just sat in the fucking airport and looked at each other. pretty
Just
much.
melted.
Just looked at each other.
That's crazy.
And then that's another thing you got to think about the time switch because they're 7 hours ahead of us. So you have
Yeah.
to, your body's got to get used to that when you're there. It's just a disaster, but it's totally worth it.
For somebody who's thinking about going out there, how long would you say? Like, is it just a week? Is that like what they offer, or can you do 3 days? Would you like 10 days? Like, what would you suggest as far as like length of trip?
Well, I mean, if you're traveling that far, I'd go minimum of a week, just because you're going that far. Like 3 day, you got 3 days of fucking travel.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Wild.
Going there and coming back, so you got to go minimum. I'm sure you can go longer, but a week was enough for me. I could have stayed over there for a fucking month, but with the food and everything. But yeah, I would say minimum of a week you have to.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is to save all your vacation and just burn it all in Africa.
In Africa. And all your money, too.
Yeah. Fuck, it's only
Yep.
money. We can make more tomorrow.
Yeah, but you gotta think some of these elk hunts out west for one elk is fucking 10 grand.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, you
100%.
can go over there. You can shoot fucking 5 animals, have them taxidermied, and shipped over here for 10 grand.
Okay.
Think about that.
We don't have a fucking 12-foot ceiling in the studio, Antonio.
Well, you don't have to go over there and shoot a giraffe, you donkey.
Oh man. Well, maybe we do. Maybe we just open a hole just for the giraffe to stay.
So what's on your checklist for this or for next year when you go?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
A kudu?
I want a kudu for sure, just because I want redemption. And I'll tell you straight up right now, I fucked up when I shot that kudu. It was so skittish. I took a 40-yard shot on it. I shouldn't have taken the shot, but it was getting dark, and he ducked my arrow so bad, I pretty much shot him straight in the fucking shoulder blade. Like no penetration,
Really?
nothing. Yeah.
Well, he'll be bigger next year for you.
Like the most skittish whitetail you've ever shot at, take that times 10.
Damn.
Wow. Are they all like that, or like just the kudu or that
Yeah.
specific?
Yeah. No, they're
That's their nature,
Really?
man. They're
very well
skittish.
known for that. I
That's-
remember my uncle telling me stories about that.
No shit, really.
Yeah.
I heard
That's
like
just how
axis
they
deer
are.
like that too.
Yeah, a fucking 800-pound animal ducked my arrow that far in fucking 40 yards.
Yeah, it's insane. Her stories about it. I've been obsessed with Africa since I was a fucking kid, but who hasn't, right?
God damn.
And that's the thing. It wasn't even. It was on my radar for sure, but I definitely wanted. There was a lot more shit in the States that I wanted to kill before I went to Africa. But then this opportunity came up, and I'm like, yeah, let's just go. I'll go once, and then everyone you talk to is like, you can't just go once. You'll go again. I'm like, nah, it's a one-time deal for me. And then as soon as you kill that one animal, you kill that one animal, and you're like, the list is so fucking long. You're like, I gotta come back and kill more shit.
That's fucking That's awesome though. That's very good.
It is. It is.
Oh man, one day we'll make it happen.
Do
I'm
it.
glad-
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully next year.
Hopefully, let.
Start saving now. Stop eating that Wawa.
I don't think it's a Wawa that I'm having problems with.
Me, it's Wawa.
Oh,
100%.
I don't even know what
100%.
the hell you're talking about.
So Wawa's like Casey's.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just
Gas station.
yeah, it's gas station, but it's like legit shit, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying?
So-
Casey's isn't legit?
No, it's legit, but Casey's is more like on the side of like gas station pizza, like gas station shit.
Yeah.
Where like Wawa is like it's a deli with a gas station. Like I feel like
We-
Casey's is a gas station with pizza.
We have Wawas without gas station here.
Right. Do you have Casey's without
gotcha.
gas?
No.
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
have them.
I will say Casey's pizza is next level.
It's fucking good for a gas station. I'll give you
They
that.
figured it out, man. It is
gas
good.
station pizza is the best.
The only thing close was a place in New York. I think it was Cumberland Farms. Some shit like that.
One BTS
Yeah,
man?
yeah, BTS. Remember where we stopped?
Yeah.
No, it was a Stewart's. It was a Stewart's. It was very similar to Casey's, but it just wasn't the same. And me and Sean Polk lived off of that shit for that week we were out there.
Right, yeah.
Like
I mean,
100%.
it's fucking most of them are open 24/7 and they always have pizza in the fucking little roundabout thing.
Always. And the breakfast pizza is so good. We
Oh, it's fucking bomb.
10 o'clock in the morning for the first 3 days. I think we stopped there, and then we stopped on the way home, and we just got a pizza, and we put it on like the center console of my truck, and we just fucking ate it on the way home because we had like a 45-minute
It's
ride.
devoured. I've done that by myself.
Oh, I believe it. And then Kurt did that. Remember the Casey's Pizza call out
Yeah.
challenge?
Yep.
That's where that shit originated. That was how he did that. I have no idea, but that was hilarious. All right, dude. So we're coming towards we're not coming towards. We're at the end of the episode. This is probably one of the longest episodes we've done, I believe. Right?
That's
Antonio?
one of them. Yeah.
This is easy. This is short, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Once you get into a conversation, it's tough not to. It's tough just to stop it.
Right.
So at the end of our episodes, we usually try to like base it around cooking in some way, shape, or fashion. So usually what we ask the guest is like, what is your go-to wild game meal? And it doesn't have to be deer. It can be anything wild game. Doesn't matter. What is your, if you have one meal left, what would it be?
Funny you ask that because it's actually a breakfast burrito I make with venison.
Okay.
But
Do talk.
my processor makes a chorizo venison. So I
Okay.
make chorizo breakfast burritos all the time here.
So you just pan searing up some chorizo, cooking your eggs, wrapping it in a burrito, and
Eggs, chorizo. I do potatoes, onions, mushrooms, and then that's it.
That's good, man.
are you a mushroom guy? Do you look for mushrooms?
Fuck yeah, dude! I love mushrooms.
What's the go-to shit out there in the Midwest? Morels?
Morels. Yep.
Have you ever had like chicken of the woods?
Oh yeah. We got chicken of the woods. We got hen of the woods. We got pheasant backs. We got all kinds of shit.
Oh, okay.
Here.
So we got the same shit, like literally.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about chanterelles? They're my favorite.
We don't have those.
No, they're like the orange ones that look like they'll kill you.
Yep.
They
We
won't.
just have and then we have two types of morels too. We have regulars and then grays.
Really?
I think that's new to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
grays always pop sooner, so they're like the first ones to pop. And
Is
then
it-
your regular morels will come after that. Your yellows.
They look the same, it's just different colors?
Yep, it looks exactly the same. They're just a little smaller and they're gray.
Oh, okay. So it's like a phase. It's like a different phase of a mushroom. That's
Yep,
how
pretty
do
much.
how do you cook your mushrooms? Wild mushrooms.
I just deep fry them pretty much.
Like, do you batter them or
Mm,
just straight fry them?
Yep, batter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, either way. Most of the time, just throw them in fucking oil and fry them.
Yeah, interesting. We did we found pheasant backs not that long ago up in New York, and we cooked them, and they were so. We did that. We actually had leftover Bisquick for making pancakes.
Yep.
So we dipped the pheasant backs. We cut them in strips and dipped them in that and deep fried it. And they were good. Like the flavor was fantastic, but they were too old, so they were like very, very chewy. Like very chewy.
Right. Put a little syrup on. You got yourself a fucking meal there, bro.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah! And then I don't know, like a week ago, I noticed that I had some chicken of the woods growing in my yard at the house, and was it
It's
yesterday or
jackpot.
2 days ago? I was like, oh shit, I gotta harvest this thing. So I went out there and it turned white. It was legitimately white, and I just did some research, and it turns out like that's kind of a normal thing, and yeah,
You guys are
harvested
still
it.
getting mushrooms now.
What's that, bud?
You're still getting mushrooms now.
Yeah.
See, ours peters out. Like it's springtime only because it gets so fucking hot here.
Yeah, so we're towards the end of the spring bloom, I guess you would say. But right now is when the chanterelles are going, and I don't know if like maybe the oysters and shit like that too now, but I know for sure the chanterelles are a summertime mushroom. I'll send you
Yeah.
pictures, Eric, of them. I'm sure you have them out there. You just probably never really noticed them.
We probably do. And I'm not a huge like mushroom hunter. You know, I'll go out like when I'm shed hunting. You know, I'll look for them, but
Okay. Yeah,
it's
and
not
like
like high on the list.
see what sucks for you guys is you have such little timber to work with, like especially in your private pieces. Like you're not trying to blow up your private pieces in July looking for mushrooms when you got 170s, 160s potentially.
Right.
It's just not worth
And
it.
that's what like, our springs suck here because it goes from cold to fucking hot, so all that undergrowth grows so fast that you can't find the fucking mushrooms half the time.
Okay. We actually had a good year this year with that. It was actually like a spring. I felt like we had when it wasn't
Yeah,
raining.
For what?
I can't remember the last like actual spring we've had because it just gets the snow melts and it gets fucking 80 degrees.
Yeah, like we didn't have that snow to, like you said, Eric, 80 degrees. It was a pretty long transition we had this year.
That's good. Yeah, I wish we could do that once a year, but
Yeah, right.
it never happened.
I'd prefer it to be in the fall, not in the spring, but it is what it is.
Right.
Our turkey guys like that, but me and Eric have the same philosophy on turkeys.
Yeah, fuck them goddamn birds.
Yep.
I went like turkey hunting like 2 times this year, and I could care less that I did, to be honest.
I haven't been back out turkey hunting since I shot that one.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn. How'd you guys cook that one?
Deep fried it.
Yeah, just deep
Try to
fried it.
keep it deep fried it. Yeah.
My buddy did Eddie, who's part of the show here. He did was it a pot roast? No, not pot roast. Pot pie.
Pot pie. Turkey
Dude,
pot pie.
Holy fuck, was that good?
Oh, I hate pot pie.
Really?
Is it because this is how
Yeah.
turkey in it? Or?
No, I don't know what it is about fucking chicken pot pies, but I hate them.
Are you not dumplings? Chicken pot pies.
Chicken pot pies, yeah.
Really?
There's something about them that just disgusts me.
That's funny shit.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. My wife loves them, and I hate them.
Huh. Well, never mind.
And in that sour note, no,
Sorry to tell you, but I hate them.
All right, before we wrap up and we covered the go-to breakfast. I'm glad you brought up breakfast because nobody brings up breakfast.
No, nobody does.
Dude, breakfast is, I'll tell you right now, breakfast is my jam. I love breakfast. I love cooking breakfast. That's about the only meal that I actually like take time and fucking cook.
It's wonderful.
That's Antonio's like, he always is like, oh, fucking breakfast is my shit.
I love breakfast too, man.
I think
Every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I get up and cook breakfast for the fam.
I think, I'm seeing a pattern here because Antonio's up at bumfuck early in the morning for no reason every day. Eric, I know you're always up early.
I go to bed late and wake up early.
I go to bed early and wake up early. It's the kids, man. The kids help with that shit.
Well, that's the thing now. Why I'm up later is because I gotta wait till the kid goes to bed and then I start working.
Yeah.
Jesus, you got a lot of shit you gotta do for WCB after this episode?
I mean, I got plenty of shit to do. I probably won't. I'll probably go to bed because I got a big day tomorrow.
We won't tell anybody.
No, I should get orders out, yeah, because everyone thinks I'm fucking Amazon anymore, but.
Well, you set the bar real fucking high in the beginning.
I did. I used to have a lot more time and I could come down. But then I was only shipping fucking 2 packages a day, too, so it wasn't that big a deal.
Right? Yeah, we're at that. I did like 4 the other day, and I was like, "This is bullshit."
You just wait, bro, amigo. You wait.
We can only be so lucky. Hey, before we close this out, just let everybody know, where they can find you, where they can find WCB, all that happy horseshit stuff.
Yeah, I mean, most important, WCB podcast, Working Class Bowhunter. I mean, any social platform, Google us. We got a store. We got a website. I mean, anywhere you can find. I mean, you can research WCB. You'll find us. We'll be there.
Yeah, you're not hard to miss.
No, go. I mean, Spotify, any platform you listen to podcasts on, we'll be there. And then, yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
We're going on 600 episodes there, almost 8 years in. So
that's insane.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
600 episodes. That's nuts.
Yep.
And that's one a week. So we're talking, like you said, however many, was that 7 years, 8 years?
Yeah, 8 years. So we're going, we launched one every Thursday, and then also we just recently branched out and we started a couple more podcasts underneath our umbrella. So we have CC Hunt Files with Clint Casper. That's more based on, the guys in the Midwest out east that want to go west. He kind of covers all of them bases. And then we started Victory Drive, which is with Jacob Johnson, focused around guns. He was an ex-military and like super hardcore into guns. So he's the guy to do that we picked up because us at WCB, we don't know dick about guns. And then our most recent one is Tackle and Tacos with Jordan Johnson. And he's a big fisherman, so we wanted to get on. We're kind of covering our bases, everything outdoors. So he's started that one up a couple months ago, and that one's rocking, doing good. They're all doing good.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Man. That's awesome. They're all great people, too. I'm sure that's why they're doing so well. Like, I haven't really talked to Jordan too much. Just the slight interaction I've had, like at the shoot and stuff like that. He's a cool dude. And then Jacob's an awesome dude.
Yep, Jacob. I mean, he can go into any crowd and get along with anyone.
And then Clint is Clint.
Clint's just Clint. That's
Yeah.
how they explain that.
Clint, the perfect example of Clint is if you want to get yelled at the whole podcast, that's Clint.
If you want to get yelled at anytime, just call him.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. All right, buddy. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come on here.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on, and I like seeing good people do good things. So you guys keep it up, and pretty soon it'll be fucking 8 years later.
Huh.
You'll still be doing it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Antonio will be collecting AARP checks. I'll be early in retirement. Yeah, no,
Security.
We appreciate you taking the time. It means a lot to us being a smaller podcast, obviously, for a guy like you to come on and take your time to bullshit with us. And I don't even know what the fuck we talked about, to be honest, but Africa for a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about not living in PA, giraffes, and breakfast.
All right. On that note, you guys know what to do. Satisfy that craving. Be wild.